Once again, it's on. Once again, it's on, baby. Once again, it's on. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. How the hell TJ keep going live? We keep going live at the same damn time. When I scheduled my live, it wasn't nobody live. I went and checked. I went and looked at the Brown family live. It was no goddamn live set. I specifically went and looked and checked before I made my live, and it was nobody set for no live. What the hell keep happening? He don't schedule. He just go. Mother trucker. Look, I got my cash rich. This is a cash rich special right here. Hold on. I got to show the cash rich special. And I hope these junkies don't zoom in on my arms, zoom in on my body, zoom in. I know y'all niggas gonna zoom in because y'all some fucking weirdos. But please don't zoom in all over me and get all, giggly inside. Yeah. Got my boy Cash Rich hooking the bus up, though. It's hard out here for to be a bus. It's hard out here for a bus. He need to sell him DT. I will sue his ass. We need to work. We gotta get some work though. We gotta figure it out. Cash Rich a chill dude, man. He like, man, I just do this shit just cause I like that shit. He like, man, I'm doing my own thing, but man, that motherfucker he be covered every time I say something. He got there. Hey DT, I will sue his ass. Hey, but now Cash Rich, that nigga be every time I say something. Next thing I know, I get a shirt. I'll be like, damn. They always got to cut the grass while I'm trying to smoke something. They always cut the grass while I'm trying to smoke something. But we back up in this thing. And today, like Vincent Ellison say, today, we're here to wake you up. Today, I'm here to piss you off. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. There's some people gonna be mad at me. KB, am I all right? Yeah, Miss Traveling Classy. I am A-OK. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me hit the. They say you ain't smoke it unless you choke it. Oh, wait a minute. I almost choked that. I almost choked that time. Hey, Carol Lowe, I heard you talking about my dreads and shit. I don't know what's wrong with my dread. I don't know why you looking at them so close like that anyway, nigga. I'm not into you. But here you looking at my. I better goddamn back my camera up because you. Let me get close. Let me not show this goddamn old ass 44-year-old body that's still looking like I can play in the league, but just looking like. But I ain't on peptides and shit. I'm thinking about getting on peptides, like I heard 70% of the league is on. There's a little rumor out there that told me, and how Stephen A. bloviate. Let me bloviate something that a little birdie told me. I don't know nothing. Don't quote me on this. This is something that I do not know. This is something that I cannot confirm. But a little birdie told me that 70% of these athletes are on peptides. I said, holy shit. Are you telling me we got a bunch of Homelander juniors running around the league? Everybody just some Homelanders on V1. This is a whole league of motherfucking V1 some bitches, huh? Damn. Mm-mm-mm. That's crazy. But we'll talk about that when I get Chucky up here. Got to bring Chucky back to the main channel. Matter of fact, We gotta bring Chucky on this beef channel over here. We gotta bring Chuck. I done got damn near all my channels back, so we just gotta bring Chucky over here. And they took 2 channels down, and I got 2 channels restored. You know, and I don't know if this one monetized or not. Let me see if I can send myself some money. Is this channel monetized? Why this money thing hit right here streaming? Look. Oh shit! I think I'm monetized still. Oh man. Oh man. Hey, they need a host. Boy, I'm looking good too. They need a host. What? Damn, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But listen, man, we about to go in here and turn up. I just had to smoke me one. I had a couple things go on before I got off. And I'm in a. I'm trying to buy me a motherfucking excavator, man. I need some excavator money. I'm trying to excavate some money out the ground so I can excavate some dirt up out the ground. Cause my life is dirt, and I just heard that my life could be $600,000 worth of dirt by selling some dirt. So I said, what? So my life finna be dirt for real. Them niggas was trying to tell me something, man. I got 21 acres of land, and that white boy told me, he said, look here, man, we dig a pond, a 6-acre pond down the middle of this motherfucker, sell the loads of dirt, we can put you up 600K, buddy. I said, what did you say to me, motherfucker? He said, if if you dig a 6-acre pond, we go 6 feet deep, depending on what the county let us go, 6 to 9 feet deep, we can get you 600 to 900K. I said, for some fucking dirt? He said, yeah. I said, oh, hell yeah, my life is dirt. So I need excavator money. Boy, anybody who got there love me, I need an excavator. That bitch, which one? Volvo, John Deere, which one of the best excavators? I'm finna goddamn go for broke, get me an excavator. Yeah, which one? Volvo? He said, we can't super chat. Oh, I thought this shit was monetized. Goddamn Rodney lied to me then. And don't cash at me then, because they're going to make me pay taxes on that shit. Come up and hand it to me, goddamn. They gonna say, goddamn, Kwame up here begging for super chat. You motherfucking right. I'm up here begging for excavators. No, don't even give me no money. Just hand me an excavator. You say cat, I think Volvo. Yeah, somebody that's out here in construction, don't give me no money. I don't even need your money. Just give me a motherfucking big ass giant excavator that can dig some nice ponds and can rip out a tree. Yeah, give me one of those with a couple of attachments. I sure appreciate it. He said about Kwame every time you go live, these ass shaking haters coming. Cause these niggas angry all day, man. I don't know what the fuck these niggas doing so angry, but these bitch ass niggas weird to me. Yeah, these bitch ass niggas weird to me, man. Hey, listen, man, I'm not hating on none of you niggas. I'm trying to pull money out the ground. And a white man just told me how I can pull money out the ground. You know what I mean? A white man. He say, hey, man, if you go get you goddamn one of them badass giant excavators, we flip over some of these trees, come down this motherfucker right through the middle, get you a dump truck, and we could be 600K up. I said, for some dirt? I said, they told me my life was dirt. Them boys did tell me my life was dirt. I'm talking about, man. Hey, I want to shout out to Jack, man. Shit, hell of a nigga there, boy. Shout out to Jack. That nigga said my life was dirt. Here I am sitting on goddamn 21 acres of land, 24 to be exact, but 21.9 we got to do something with. And the man said my life was dirt. He put me on to it from the rip. He said, boy, your life is dirt. And all I should have been doing was digging up motherfucking dirt and hauling it off to every construction site that need dirt. And then come to think of it, I got another piece of land that I can dig a pit. And I heard about 200 and something acres they selling in this country town. And I'm like, if I get an excavator and a dump truck, I might want to get them 279 acres. That shit dirt cheap too. And just make another dirt pit. Cause now that my life is dirt and I know what dirt is worth, every construction site, every job start with motherfucking dirt, cement, and rebar, baby. So yeah, my life gonna be dirt. John Deere ain't no joke. Yeah, man, we need people to tell me, hold on, let me get to my computer. Let me go check my face, because I done got hide in a giraffe tail. Yeah, I done got hide in a giraffe tail. And I need to see how my face looking. Oh, shucks, boy, your eyes is swollen and black. See, if I was a white boy, my eyes would be red. I'm black, and my eyes get dark when I get high. Wash your face, boy, wash your face. Go up here and bloviate, boy. Go up here and bloviate. We acting like we won the Captain Shrimp game. We gonna go up here and bloviate, boy. Bloviate, bloviate. Say the word Stephen A. Say, boy. Ooh-woo. Oh, man. Let me brush my teeth. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm getting swollen, boy. Oh, hell yeah. I'm getting swollen, bud. Mm-hmm. Swole bus coming at you. Mm-mm. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. You can be cool, but watch my shoes. Don't dance with your boo, but watch my shoes. Yeah, we can get it loose if you don't watch my shoes. Niggas had us fighting over shoe stepping and shit, man. They sung everything to make us fight. TJ copied the rap song, fight a motherfucker, I gotta jump in. Dang. He tell her, yeah, go on mute. We don't need to hear all that. Man, some people need to hear that. You seen all that gingivitis? Y'all been letting this shit go on YouTube long enough. Y'all done seen content creator after content creator come up here with these crooked letter I ass teeth. And y'all ain't say shit. And so now I'm up here showing dental hygiene, brushing my motherfucking teeth, and you know what I'm saying? Just brushing my teeth and flossing and shit. And y'all want to hate on that. I'm trying to help. I apologize to the people that don't want to hear that bullshit. I understand. I'm not hating on y'all. But after we done seen some teeth like that, Cool Eagle, tell me what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? After we done seen teeth like that, tears, good Lord. After we done seen teeth like that, and the list goes on. We got that junkie missing teeth. We got that all business. Lord have mercy. We got that around here. They gonna get offended at the sound of fluoride. That's what I'm saying. These people want to just walk around disgusting. Hold on, let me go onto my computer. I'm so proud my life is dirt. Hmm.
and I'm standing up so I can do my push-ups. They don't like that shit, boy. Yeti mic, okay, yeah, we on the Yeti mic. Boy, they don't like that shit, boy. Boy, standing up. Yeah, ain't sitting down. Y'all boys getting hemorrhoids up the ass, sitting down all day. Yeah, we standing up. Yeah, I caught a hemorrhoid too. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. So we good now. We standing up. I want somebody to clip that lie. Good morning to y'all. Hey, but Jack was trying to tell me the whole time that my life, I need to stack this thing up on one more pillow because it's looking up at me. I need to stack it up on one more pillow. Lay your head on my pillow. It feel like I'm supposed to be rapping. Lay it down. Oh, that's singing. Oh, lay it down. Yeah, I feel like this mic right here make me feel like I'm in the studio in this bed. I feel like Plies, but not with his politics. But yeah, I feel like there you go. It's up a little bit. I feel like motherfucking Plies in this bitch. Shit. Y'all like the piano? Yeah. Otis Redding in this mother. Yeah, I like this shit. Just stand up and talk shit. When I don't feel like looking at y'all, I can just turn to the side and talk my shit. And then on Patreon, I'm gonna be listening to music, doing my. Yeah, I like this shit, man. I don't always go live with TJ Live. I went and researched because this has been happening 2 or 3 times already. I went and looked. TJ, you ain't shit. I went and looked. I said Brown family. I typed it in. It was no lives up there. Nothing going on. He even took the lives down. So I said, okay, I'm gonna schedule my shit so he'll know if he about to go live. Next thing you know, they say TJ Live. I said, boy, ain't this a bitch? This boy, this shit crazy. You don't ever schedule your live, do you? Schedule it so I can look and say, okay, he live. I'm not going live. That damn TJ crazy, man. I searched it this time. I went and looked. I said, Brown, I said, they ain't finna say that shit today. I said, I put Brown family. What other channel? Now you went to the other channel. God damn. What's the other channel? The Brown family, and what's the other one? Yeah, let them drop the damn link, man. Drop the link in here, man. So I can sign it up for all my channels. Cause shit. Hey, stay hydrated, y'all. I got my little. I don't think sparkling water hydrates you like regular water. So I got my little sparkling water with my little apple juice. That's a cool little drink. But I got my water too. You gotta have your little water. Cause boy, look at here, it's been hotter than fish grease. Goodness gracious, boy. I was smoking. I went outside and walked order. I had to cut my order over there with her tongue hanging out. I got white shit hanging out. I said, oh, hell no. I went back to the house and downed me. Yep. I downed me a coconut water. And then I downed me 3 liters of water. I said, I ain't playing with this heat. No, sir. I am not playing with this heat. Stretch out that groin. Keep that groin. Them adductors in that groin gotta be stretched out. But yeah, man, it's hot as fish grease. He said, I got mine on the main channel, Takeover Soldier Boy. That's TJ channel. But listen, man, we are about to show y'all how to go along, get along. Well, I'm talking about we, like I'm in here with somebody else. Well, we, meaning me and the content creators channels I'm about to show y'all, are about to show How the go along, get along gang work? I want y'all to take a look at this. This is Nicki Minaj. Remember when I told you it's all about who we like? Remember when I told this is Brother Wise, a righteous perspective. And this joker get videos up so fast. I swear I be seeing the videos and then he'll be like, boop, boop. He'll have two of them in the same clip. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I might as well just fair use his. Because and then he has great perspectives too. But if you go back to when I said that the go along, get along gang, they want your full undivided loyalty. They want you to put them, the Democrats, and whatever they believe above your family, above everything. If you have a difference of opinion, they don't care if you black, they don't care if you're a woman, they don't care. All that bullshit that they say, all inclusive and all that, have a difference of opinion. And the go along, get along gang don't give a damn about none of that. They don't care nothing about you being a woman. They don't care nothing about you being a mother. They don't give a damn nothing about you being a black father. The only thing they care about is what they say and if you repeat it. Now watch this. 1 minute, society don't even know why they don't like people. 1 minute they love you. Go along, get along, gang, tell them not to like you. They can't stand you. People are under, like Jaylen Brown said it, social engineering. I said they just some script reading and they haven't had their own individual thought in for forever. They created a like button. They created a follow button. You see little children in middle school, once you give them a cell phone, they start posting pictures. And then those little kids that don't get any likes, they get upset. They start looking at what get these other kids the likes. And then they see that there's a teenage girl taking off her clothes. They see that it's a teenage girl dancing provocative. And that girl is getting all the likes. And what do you think your kids start doing? What do you think your child starts doing if they want likes like everybody else? Everybody else want to be lit too. Everybody want to be a celebrity. There's celebrity barbers, celebrity car wash, celebrity this, celebrity that. They're giving little kids money to imitate rappers. They can't just be kids. They got to be celebrity kids. So whatever's hot at the moment is what your kid is going to emulate. And whatever's hot in today's world is always some bullshit that kids shouldn't even be indulging in. So Nicki Minaj comes out and says something about it. They don't look into what Nicki Minaj is saying. They just attach her to somebody else and then use that to not like her. And I told you, it's all about who we like. We can't be an individual. You can have Joe Biden shaking hands with the KKK, but somehow that's okay. Somehow we can see past that. But we can't see past Nicki Minaj liking Trump and see what she's actually saying. What is deeper under the scene that made a hip hop artist that was so entrenched into our culture turn around and follow something that everybody else says is racist? What would make her do that? Why don't we ever examine the why? Why do we just attack? And I told y'all, they haven't had a real conversation. All these so-called educated people, Roland Martin, all of these people, once they see you do something outside of the norm that they like, they call you names. I thought they were educated. Shouldn't they bring Nikki and sit her down? Sister, sis. Talk to her with the best respect. Sister, we love you. We do not understand. If it's coming from a pure heart, it should not sound like what they do. It should not sound like you're stupid. You're a MAGA bitch and a whole, you're this, you're that. It should not sound ignorant. It should not sound angry. If it comes from a real place and you're really educated like they always purport, then why don't they sit the person down, talk to them with respect, do not attack them, do not put things on their name, and just simply ask why? You know why they don't do that? Because they don't want to know why. Conversation rule a nation. If they have a conversation, it's going to create a problem. If they attack and put narratives with smart people that you also like, now it creates division. And that's why it's social engineering. They've taught you and trained you not to have a conversation. Every person has a right to say and do whatever it is they want, no matter what hip hop, basketball player, whatever the fuck you are. But people should not attack you for that. How the hell are you going to brag about the Constitution's freedoms, but then you're going to teach people to attack people after they make choices that you say would make this country great? Don't brag about the Constitution and telling me how great it is if you trained people to attack people for making free choices under this great Constitution that we talk about. Oh, yeah, you can say whatever you want, but it's going to come with some consequences. Why? Why? If we have the right to do so, why would it come with consequences? That don't even make any sense. If I have a right to drive a car and the police arrest me for driving a car, and the police say you have a right to drive, but there's consequences, I'm going to take highly offense to that. If I'm not doing anything wrong, there should be no consequence. If I'm doing something that's protected by the Constitution, which soldiers fight and die for, which everybody brag about this flag, why in the fuck would it ever be a problem or a consequence for someone exercising that right? You guys would not appreciate you parking at the meter, paying for the ticket, paying for your time, and then somebody saying, yeah, I know you paid for your time, but fuck it. I don't like the color of your car. So there's a consequence for it. I'm like, what the fuck? It's my right to have whatever color car I want. I paid the meter. What the fuck? Oh, well, I don't like red. Consequence. That's how they get you to group think. They get you to group think by saying, yeah, that is true. And then everybody start regurgitating that. Charlemagne the God get on these big podcasts. You can say what you want, but, there's consequences for it. But why? Why? Why is there a consequence for a constitutional protected right? Why is it nobody asking Nicki Minaj, somebody who everybody loved, who everybody wanted to be like when she sped up her raps? Why nobody sat down and asked why? Why did they attack this system? And even Aunt Deb can see it now.
First of all, socialism is terrible for everybody.
Thanks.
But Black people, for some reason, every 2 to 4 years, the Socialist Communist Democrat Party will come to the Black community, and these Black people, listening to them, get their ears tickled. They tap dance for the Socialist Communist Democrat Party every 2 to 4 years. Oh, we love what you're telling us. You love what you're telling us. That's what socialists do. They'll tell you stuff that you want to hear. Oh, we're going to give this to you. We're going to give that to you. We're going to do all these things for you. And they never deliver. But for some reason, Black people,
off of the okie doke every single time. And here we are today discussing Nicki Minaj, President Trump, and the Trump accounts. And you got people on the left upset. You have politicians telling their constituents, don't go and get one of those accounts. These people are crazy. Do you guys know that if you just take the free money, the free $1,000 for your child, and just let it sit, tell them, don't pull the money out, not even at 18, let it sit until they're 65 retirement age. Listen, if you take the $1,000, you don't drop a single additional investment on the $1,000 with the rate of growth within the stock market. That $1,000 after 65 years could turn into as little as $81,000. That's meaning you never put another dollar in. And if the market's great, which it typically has been, and we're talking about a 10% yield here, you're talking about almost $450,000 free money. And that's, you didn't throw another dollar in there. You didn't throw another dollar. Now, if you matched it, just think about that. They gave you 1,000 and you matched that 1,000 one time. What kind of bread would that be after 65 years for your child's retirement or whatever the case may be? These people are ridiculous, man. And that's why we don't take them seriously. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel.
Man, them people ain't hear nothing you said, Brother Wise. All they know is Trump racist. Fuck all that money you talk about he could give you and all that. The man racist. The man a felon. Even though when one of our family members, well, most people, family members go to jail for something, they say free them. But now they don't like people that go to jail. They want you to not like a felon. But they don't care nothing about what you're saying. They was already brainwashed and told who to like and who not to like. So it don't matter what Trump does. The mainstream media said don't like him. And how are they going to put $1,000 in an account and leave it there when they got to have drip on? They got to drip, 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 drip. Yeah, we ain't got time to leave $1,000 in an account. That could be on a pair of pants. That could be on them new Jordans that's coming out. That's about $700, $800. No. We can't leave no $1,000 in no account. I got to drip, 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 drip. No, that could be a payment on that goddamn Scat Pack. I got to put 4 Gianos on my shit. That $1,000 got to make this payment. Is you crazy? Them kids will be all right. I ain't have nothing. Them kids will be all right. Fuck them kids. I ain't have nothing. Look at me. I made it. They'll be all right. They should be as strong as me. I got to have drip for Giano. That's what it is. That's real.
Let's get into it.
Nicki Minaj. Nicki, stand up, please. She's such a great person, respected by everybody.
What is Nicki Minaj doing in the White House Rose Garden? President Trump rang the New York Stock Exchange bell today to celebrate the first day of trading for Trump accounts. That's the new saving and investment vehicle for children under 18. And they've been funded in part by a $6.25 billion donation from Michael and Susan Dell. And Minaj is also among those offering contributions. Sources telling the New York Post back in January that she was pledging between $150,000 and $300,000 to the accounts for her fans, known as the Barbs. CNN has reached out to the White House to see if that contribution has landed yet.
She's a big Trump supporter and a Trump fan. Nicki makes a lot of money, and she's generously stepping up. She's investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in Trump accounts to support the children and really the children of her incredible fans.
It's not entirely clear how this money is going to be distributed, but her...
Now, Nicki Minaj, if Nicki Minaj didn't come out on her own and said that she was supporting Trump, I'd have been like, Trump, that's snitching now. Now, you know nobody couldn't stand next to your motherfucker. That's snitching, Trump. But Nicki already done stood next to him. But all the people that used to like Nicki, they can't stand her now. But when Meg Thee Stallion go up there and shake that ass for a fake black woman that'll wash her greens in a tub and that'll lock people up for their kids' truancy, you know, that never did nothing for black people, but made sure she did something for the Asian Indians. Yeah, they all for it. You know, they love their oppressor. These stupid motherfuckers don't understand how we going back to slavery. You giving your guns back to them. Yeah, we don't need guns in our state. No, master. Hey, look, did y'all see them white folks march through D.C.? Chocolate City, boy. I'm talking about Chocolate City. No, nigga better not come disrespect Chocolate City. Boy, Chocolate D.C. will stand over anybody. City of Rayful Edmonds, city of just all type of bosses. What's the other one that went down? Wayne Perry, legendary figures in D.C. for unaliving everything dark. And so it's a lot of legendary unalivers of everything dark in D.C. But boy, them white boys just walk right through there. They were walking through the Capitol. They said, yeah, take our country back. We white. We want our country back. Boy, every nigga scattered. Boy, I ain't see no nigga with switches out there. It wasn't no teen takeover. That was the safest time in D.C. when them white men came out. Y'all ain't see that? Oh, nobody showed y'all that on the news. Them white men, you know what I noticed? When white men come around, boy, niggas scatter. That was the safest time in D.C. I've seen in a long time. Them white men came through stepping with them flags. Everybody was it's like them niggas were thinking they were going back to slavery. Them niggas went to hiding in bushes and just looking at shit like them niggas was. Let that had been a rival gang. It could have been 3,000 black people in that line acting like they were gonna come through DC, and somebody would have been on some motorcycles with some switches at them niggas because they dark skinned. They can't let no dark skin disrespect go at all. When it's so-called white disrespect, the nigga go to hide and get their phone out so they can put it on the news. This how they want to defend against white people. They want to put it on the news so the news can do it. Get Big Crump. See that shit? Get Big Crump, goddamn. Go get Big Crump. But at them rallies and shit, at them press conference where you see all the men hide behind black women that get up on the podium and talk all that crazy shit. I ain't seen one of them black women out there when them white men came walking through and stepping. Not one of them big back ladies was out there talking no shit. It wasn't none of them niggas that would hide behind them ladies. Y'all wasn't out there talking no shit. Y'all waited till the next morning, got on CNN and got on all them. Y'all see how racist it is. I thought y'all was ready for a revolution. Do you want a revolution? Woo, woo. Only time you niggas want a revolution when they put it in a song or you standing behind women that's talking shit. When them white boys came and stepping through, ain't never nigga show up. Not one. But y'all talk this race war talk. Them people stepped through with just flags and had you hiding and shit. Niggas ain't do a crime in DC because them white boys was there. This shit crazy. This shit crazy.
Participation underscores Minaj's public embrace of Trump. Minaj was initially critical of Trump during his first term, but she has emerged as one of the president's highest profile supporters in the entertainment world.
I am probably the president's #1 fan.
And Trump loves her back.
Nikki is so beautiful. Her nails are like that long. I said, Nikki, are they real? She said, she didn't want to get into that. But she was so beautiful and so great. And she gets it, you know, more importantly, frankly, she gets it.
Yeah, now think about it. This is a celebrity that decided to put their money where their mouth is. We're talking about a donation of upwards of $300,000, where you got people talking trash about her, not only supporting the president, but supporting people, young people, and supporting their futures. These people are ridiculous, man. And that's why I'm at a point now where people in Hollywood, all these folks, they're bought and paid for. You can't listen to them, man. You can't pay them any mind.
I thought Starships was bad, Laura. This is
Oh my God. So
They're gonna be like, no, Nikki could have came and put that shit in the hood. My baby could have had something. And Nikki was that wrong. We were the bar. We supported her. I'm like, Lord. They always get people, they attach you to somebody they don't like. So Kwame, do you like Donald Trump? Are you a MAGA boy? The fuck that got to do with you? I don't like Donald Trump. I don't know Donald Trump. I don't know him to like him. I don't know him to dislike him. I like school choice. I'm a kid who benefited from school choice. Would you like to talk about that? See, they're so educated, but they can't do anything but make an attachment. This is why it's social engineering. They can't do anything but make an attachment to someone that the world don't like. Focus and drive home a point on that attachment. But he said this, but he said that. Motherfucker, go tell them. Go tell them what they said. I said I like school choice, which is a policy. Now, can you name a policy that rivals that? Because I benefited from this school choice. You asked me, why do I like this person? First, you tried to place onto me that I like Donald Trump. That's really not fair because I never said that. Secondly, let's go to this side. If you would have asked me a fucking question instead of placing something onto me with your smart ass, I would have told you that I'm a child that grew up in the hood, that you bust from an inner city neighborhood school that would have been a terrible school. And you bust me around a bunch of white people. And I endured a lot of bullshit there. You know, I had to almost break a white kid nose for calling me the N-word. They said that I don't even want you at my school. They told me a lot of nasty things at that school. So it was good and bad. But nevertheless, I got a pretty good education at this school. And I had to endure the shit that you politicians placed me in already. So now when I come and talk about it, because I'm a child who benefited from it, you want to just make a simple attachment. And that's it. It just goes away. He's a bad person. Everybody should not like him because of everything this person did. And so therefore, you don't have to create a policy that rivals school choice. You don't have to create a policy that's going to actually benefit the people. The only thing you have to do is keep attaching and moving the ball, moving the goalposts to pretend like you like people by talking about slavery. And then once you get in office, all you have to say is, this ain't a black America. Shit, I'm not running on nothing black. Even though you tell us that you black when you going for the race. You got black districts. You got black this. You got black that. to get our vote, you tell us constantly that you fucking black. You put on afros, you pull out hot sauce. You even got the white people joining in on the fucking grip. You're pulling out hot sauce. You're playing saxophone. You're trying to do anything to be a part of our black culture to make sure you identify with black. But then when we ask for something, ain't no black America. I represent all people. Anybody black, they get a script. You go along, get along, gang mother. You get a script to say the same shit. You tell us all about your blackness to get elected. And once you get elected, the script reads, I'm the person of all people, not just black people. But everybody else that get in office. Mandambi is helping the Muslims. The Muslims look like they're taking over New York. It's a Muslim New York now. Mandambi helped his people. Kamala Harris helped her people. Every time everybody else get in office, they help their people. When our black people get in office, we accept the script. Yeah. He's going to be the president of all people, even though they advertising this son of a as the first black president. You're going to advertise to me that he's the I think that's false advertisement. We should be able to sue the United States of America. Motherfucker tell me Barack Obama is the first black president, but then when you ask him to do things for black people, you advertise yourself as black first president. And then when somebody asks you to do something, I'm the president of all people. Why the fuck you didn't say that before I voted for you? It's just weird how we just fall for the okie doke. And I don't fall for the okie doke no more. And I don't give a fuck who don't like me no more. I lost a lot of friends. And guess what? I look healthier because of it. I feel better because of it. Because my logic is at a different level than most people. They're afraid of the group. I remember when I used to be afraid of the group. A lot of women are afraid of their friend group. So when I go to talking, they be like, oh shit, this nigga gonna get me kicked out the friend group. I'm not afraid of the friend group because most of them don't know shit. And most of them ain't about shit.
She was there for the Rose.
Listen to him, man. You can't pay him any mind.
I thought Starships was bad, Laura. This is
Oh
cool.
my God. So she was there for the Rose Garden luncheon. It's to celebrate those Trump accounts. Remember, she was a big
Those Trump accounts, right? Like that's not $1,000 free money. Right now, you got 90% of Americans that can't get to $1,000 in an emergency right now, and they're poo-pooing $1,000. These people are ridiculous.
she was like a mini spokesperson for these Trump accounts.
What a loser. Oh my God, you loser. This is how it ends for you. She's never coming back.
This
right?
is where she's
This is what I mean. They get these people that come out of nowhere and they treat celebrities as they're less than human. And who the fuck is this guy? Who the hell is Peter Rosenberg? Where does he come from? You're going to call this girl a loser? She's a loser now because she has a different perspective than you. She has more money than you, has more notoriety than you. The only thing you got is a fucking mic and an opinion, just like everybody else. But she's a loser because you actually believe that you matter in the world. You actually believe that you matter because you a radio jackass that got a microphone? That you can call this woman a loser because of a difference of opinion. You's a jackass that perpetuate the same ignorance and mind control of a loser. This woman has every right to have her own opinion, just like you have every right to be a fucking jackass. I ain't call you a jackass for your opinion until just then. After I heard you call a woman a loser just because you guys don't agree. Where's the education in that? How are we going to live and let live if that's how you have a conversation with somebody? These radio hosts are jokes. Most of these guys are, they either are left-leaning or right-leaning, and they get on these microphones and they perpetuate those ideologies. That's all it is. Because this fool did not have a conversation with Nicki Minaj, nor would he talk to her like that if he was in her presence. But they get on the radio, and how Stephen A. say they bloviate all this bullshit because he's a left-leaning Democrat. And that's all it is. That's not how you have an intelligent conversation. And you cannot live and let live if you're going to be insulting like that just because somebody is exercising their constitutional right. You people are actually thinking you're good people. Talking to somebody like that, but you're the good guy? You're the good person. The person that's calling somebody a loser because y'all don't agree. You're the good guy. Fucking idiots.
This is where she wants to be. So,
But it's it. From what I've seen so far, she is too proud to ever come back now because she's been shunned by people.
for sure.
Part of why she's there is because she felt shunned by people. And really it started because she doesn't seem well. And she has said things that are absolutely bonkers repeatedly. And so people started distancing.
That's what they do in Hollywood. When you don't go along to get along, you obviously, all of a sudden you don't seem well. You're suffering from some form of mental illness. No, she just woke up. She woke up to the debauchery and the foolery of those of you all that are bought and paid for within this demonic Hollywood entertainment system.
She went on this crazed.
And they're Hollywood and Hollywood celebrities, and they're in the go along, get along, gang. That's what they're in. This is a go along, get along, gang. They got to go to Coachella. They got to dress up and paint their face and wear purses and long ass fingernail, grown men with abs and shit and big ass muscles and fingernails and shit with purses, tight ass pants around their crotch and ass. How you going to run from the police like that, real nigga? Huh? How you going to be amongst your people with your ass out? I see look Big Boog or whatever his name is, the dude that say rapper really know I switch one of these people. He from Memphis. Man, he got his pants hanging so down on his show, popping his ass. He might well be a goddamn stripper. Big Boog, you must be a fucking stripper or something. Boy, what the hell are you? You don't never have no pants up on your ass. He all bent over and shit, just doing this shit. I'm like, this boy really want to be a damn stripper or something. He do more scripting than rapping. Pull your pants up on your ass. Don't know. They should lock your ass up for indecent exposure. What kind of stupid ass shit is that? You was talking all this gangster shit on songs with your ass out. Rappers really know I switch one of these people. Raw King Stuffer, I was one of them people. Put your ass out. Come on, man. This is a joke at this point. I ain't following no nigga ass all out to the floor. You shaking your ass all out. There's men in here. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Assholes stink. Keep them covered. Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Anyway, I got off subject.
Anti Jay-Z, Rock Nation is the devil whole thing. And by the way, I'm not saying that nobody has the right to have an issue with Rock Nation if you did business with them, but the way that she did it, her incessant attacks on Desiree and all these people, their families, and she just was so nasty and crazy that people are like, hey, we're going to create a little distance. And I truly think where you find people who leave, like the hip hop world and go to MAGA, show me one of those people. I will show you someone who feels like spurned or like they didn't get the love they wanted. So they're angry collectively at everyone. So I think they take it out on them by going MAGA. But this is going to be,
I guess, man.
I mean, they call Sophie Cunningham MAGA Barbie. That's MAGA Barbie, right?
This is sad, man. This is sad, but this is what it is. This is what they get paid to do. They get paid. These are, the gatekeepers, and these are the people that get paid to put these and make sure that these celebrities stay in their place. I'm glad that Nicki Minaj, had the chutzpah to say, you know what, the heck with y'all, man. She's got enough cachet, enough clout that she really doesn't need these people. She doesn't need that system. Nowadays, the way you can produce records and things of that nature, whenever she decides that she wants to do that, I'm not suggesting that she should, but if she ever decides it, it's not going to be a problem. And she'd make more money, probably selling less, but more money because the majority of the lion's share of the bread is going to come back to her. These people are sickening, man. Sickening. That's why I don't mess with these people. And honestly, that's why a lot of folks are no longer listening to the likes of the Rosenbergs and all these other folks, Ebros and all these other, Trump deranged individuals.
Look how today somebody love you and the more they hate you. Nicki Minaj was the biggest person in the world that everybody loved. One time she go up there, she go to do this to them. Ain't even go for no card to try to get a card. I don't know if she did or not, really, be honest.
I got a statement from the White House. They said that the gold card.
But the gold card wasn't real. I knew that it wasn't real anyway. But she became so.
Hey man, let me say, salute to Aunt Dale, man. You need women, strong women like this that'll step in the gap for good people and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't do that. She used her influence because she's putting herself out here. But Aunt Deb is such a strong influence that you're not finna disrespect her because she'll take it to the streets on your ass. So her word mean weight in our community. So it's not enough independent people like her that's gonna step out, especially no men. Most of the men, they gonna be go along to get along. They need to get some coochie because no vote in, no block in, and we got to be a Democrat. So and they don't want no allegations on them because that's the next thing that they try to put on you. But this is a black woman who holds weight in our industry. So you got to appreciate that she's stepping out and saying something like, damn, how you going to like this woman 1 minute and then you're going to hate on this woman like this the next? I can understand the disagreement. You can say, I don't like her politics. But if you supported her full head of steam before, and all because she said something different or is doing something different than you, why would you do that? Who taught you to think that way? If somebody tell you what to do, guess what you're going to say? Motherfucker, I do what I want to do. Don't nobody tell me to do nothing. I'm grown. But you want to be mad at Nicki Minaj for doing what she wants, and you're attaching it to what other people are telling you about Trump. Nicki Minaj didn't say grab him by the you know what. Y'all say Trump said that. So why you blaming Nicki Minaj? I come from an era, take your own charge. Don't tell me what somebody else said. If I ain't said, I don't give a damn. You got to take the 80-20 rule. Everybody say something. Everybody done something. You just not going to talk about the person you like. And that's why I know it's all about who we like. Because guess what? When people come up to people and say, well, okay, you say Trump said this. What about, and he didn't say it exactly like that. But what about what Joe Biden said? They be like, well, we don't want to talk about that. That's made up. That's AI. They always lessen the blow for the person that they like. Very few people will be able to say, you know what? I'll give you that. Fair point. Fair point. So it canceled itself out. So now let's get to what's really important, the policy. Now that we see that both of these individuals are imperfect people, because you're going to do this every year. Everybody that's up for election, these are imperfect men and women. We get that. You guys do a great job of stitching on each other about everything y'all ever done. But I don't get lost in the sauce to not understand that whatever the fuck you stupid people did on your own time has nothing to do with the policies that one of you are going to create. So one of you are going to get this seat. And I'm listening to all the buffoonery, all the stuff was said, who did what. But now I'm also listening to the policy. The like for you doesn't supersede the policy. So what you say you're going to do again? No tax on tips? Okay, I can dig some shit like that. What you going to do? No tax on tips. Okay, I can dig some shit like that too. What else you going to do? School choice. Okay, what else you going to do? Well, I grew up in a household where we had people shoveling the snow and cutting the grass. They taught me, I'm listening to this shit like, what the fuck? Where's the policy? Where is the policy? Now, I'm going to miss the cookout chicken. I'm going to miss the chicken at the cookout. I am. But I know how to cook already. My mama taught me. My mama's cooking, so I can cook my own motherfucking chicken. Probably better than you. So I'm just trying. He say, oh shit, who on the docket, bro? The go along, get along gang. And Aunt Deb is exposing the go along, get along gang because it's you and it's me and it's you and it's you and it's you. But it ain't me no more. Because I used to be a go along, get along gang member, strong member too. Couldn't stand you. All you had to do is just, all you had to do is just have a difference of opinion. All you had to do is just, say you had anything to do with Republicans and I thought you was automatically racist. Yeah. It's hilarious when politicians drop dish commercials when it's election time. Yeah. That one politician in California, he the first one I seen do that. He be putting out bangers. But watch Aunt Deb break down this go along, get along gang. Like, you used to love this lady. And now everybody taught you to hate her. Most people don't even know why they hate her. They just know Donald Trump.
World everybody love. One time she go up there, she go to do this to that. Ain't even go for no card to try to get a card. I don't know if she did or not, really, be honest.
I got a statement from the White House. They said that the gold card.
But the gold card wasn't real. I knew that it wasn't real anyway. But she became so quick that people want to throw her under a bus. They do this to everybody. They can love you so much and hate you tomorrow. Look how everybody fought to get into a party. Now it's everybody's enemy and people want to turn their back. But everybody want to be in what's happening. Everybody want to be in your corner when it's popping for you. But if one thing happened, and tomorrow one person, Lauren, put something up about you that they can say to people, regardless of what you come back and say, but it spreads out all over this, Lauren's that person. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get you, but with the Nicki Minaj thing, I think again, it's like people are really struggling and going through it because of some decisions that Donald Trump and his administration are making. And then she's like, you know, with our artists, we look at you at them like you're ours. Like we want you to understand.
No, you look at them like they're inhuman. That people are inhuman.
You're ours. Like we want you to understand.
No, you look at them like they're inhuman.
At them like you're ours. Like we want you to understand.
No, you look at them like they're inhuman.
And that's why I said, don't call me no motherfucking celebrity. And that's why you hear people that once supported me, but they still try to force upon me their ideology because somebody done taught them how to be a slave. They say, Kwame, you can say what you want, but you are a celebrity. The Constitution say different. The Constitution say I have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it makes me happy to be Kwame, not something that you told me that I was. It makes me be very happy. I'm very complacent at being what my mama named me, which is Kwame, not some social construct because I was a little better at basketball than others, that now I'm a celebrity. Famous already covers that. And I'm not that famous anymore. But this social construct or this celebrity phenomenon is you have people saying, nigga, don't disrespect me like that. I ain't no motherfucking celebrity. So you already know that you're okay with disrespecting these people. You're great at people who have made careers of punching what they call up as disrespecting a celebrity when it's really you just a bitch ass nigga that ain't mind your business. Because if it was in the real world where they didn't have laws constituting attacking celebrities, because this shit done got so deep, attorneys become judges off collaring celebrities. Oh, celebrities is a big money game. They get arrested for the same charge. It's $250,000 for a lawyer. It's $500,000. They need motherfucking the biggest Jewish lawyer in the world to get them out of some trouble. And then you guys believe it's all about money. It's a shame what this whole economy. So celebrities have become embedded in the economy, and now they just got some new puppets called influencers. And then now, when these influencers start becoming celebrities, because it's going to start off as an influencer, but then when they become too famous, like Kai Cenat did, now they're going to become a celebrity. And when you become a celebrity, now everybody think they're entitled to the thoughts that you come up with on your own. No, he should let publishers talk for him. He's too big of a celebrity for people to hear what he thinks. What the fuck do you mean by that? You're telling human beings you shouldn't talk. Let someone else talk for you. And a lot of people agree with that. A lot of people sit there like this. Y'all don't ever know what they think. They just great at singing, but they got their own opinion, but they can't tell you that because it's going to make you not like them because they have a media machine that can turn your little robotic ass on and off at any time they want. Anytime they want, the imagery that they place in front of you makes you like them. That's why it ain't no authentic love. See, somebody that you authentically like, it ain't nothing they can write about that's going to make you not like them. Especially some unproven bullshit. Y'all don't like people based on the allegation right off the rip. That's why you know your fake love. Y'all some fake love, go along, get along, gang, motherfucker. People dapping people up every day. Love for life. I love you, bro. They don't love you. They don't check on you. They don't see how you doing. They don't see how your business doing. They don't give a fuck about you. They just waiting to see you out at the club. And if everybody else know you and hollering at you, then they want to get a picture hollering at you. They don't give a fuck. They can see a nigga whooping your ass. They ain't gonna say, hey, man, he had enough, bro. They ain't gonna do that. Man, I don't know that nigga like that. This shit's sad. It's all fake love. It's all fake love. You motherfuckers are brainwashed. You don't even be knowing these people and don't like them. You can hear a rapper rap and you can instantly get mad at him because he rapping. This man could be rapping about his hood story, shit he going through. And if you can identify with that, cool. But some of y'all clowns, y'all be like, okay, you talking tough? Okay, when I see you, I'm gonna slide. It's weirdo shit. It's a bunch of weirdo shit going on. How would you like it if you dreamed of being successful and then you became successful at something only to find out that success puts you in a prison? That success puts you in a box. That success makes somebody want to tell you that your opinion matters so much to other people that you can't say it. Your success takes away your right to speak. Who the fuck would want that type of success? I was a #1 draft pick, and everything I was saying was based on my environment. I came up on a raw, real, aggressive environment. And when they placed me in an environment where you couldn't be like that, or you couldn't say anything, and then it's like every time you get violent, you lose everything you got. In the genre that I was in, you get violent, you lose everything. You hit somebody, you lose everything. So they turn you into these little dumbed down versions of men. So you got to hold in all your aggression. You got to hold in all your thoughts. You can't say shit because your true thoughts is going to be offensive because you're the #1 draft. If I can get $1 every time I heard, you can't say that because you're the #1 draft pick. They never said I was wrong. They just kept telling me what I could not say because of the position that I was in. And all I wanted to do was play basketball. I don't give a fuck about what you think I am or the opinions that you think I have that mean more than everybody else. Why are you trying to mold me into the #1 draft pick? Nigga, I'm a whole human being, not you. I ain't just no #1 draft pick. Bitch, the feds was just kicking in my door. How the fuck you just keep telling me I'm the #1 draft pick when you just drafted somebody that the feds was just kicking in his door, the GBI was just putting guns to the back of his head, his mama head, because what his brothers was doing? How in the fuck am I supposed to not remember all that and I'm just supposed to be the #1 draft pick? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand this. I can't turn robot. I'm a whole human being. And that's what they do. They turn you into something that you yourself don't even like. And that's why you see most of these celebrities are on drugs. Most of them are on all kind of shit just to even talk to you. And that's the truth. They know what I'm saying. That's why they censor the fuck out of me. And Miss Dev just said it. And they train you guys not to even respect celebrities. You waiting to disrespect celebrities. You see them out, most people get giddy around celebrity because guess what they want to do? They really want to disrespect her. They really want to disrespect their bitch. They really want to say something disrespectful to them to go viral. They've made an empire off celebrities. And now celebrities are not really safe in the streets. Most of them. If somebody see a celebrity out in the street and he's too big of a celebrity, they created a word called clout that you can gain off of harming or having an interaction with a celebrity instead of the government saying, if you're harassing somebody, we're not going to allow you to post harassment online. Why would you allow somebody to run up on somebody, have an encounter, and that go viral around the world? You're encouraging this. So what happens is you have a lot of copycats that if they see a celebrity walking around the world, they will approach that person, and some of them will approach them with bad intention only to go viral because they know if the government would have said, no, we don't post harassment. We're not going to post robberies or bullying and all this bullshit online. We're not going to do that. Then guess what would happen? They wouldn't post it. They wouldn't do it. It would be no incentive to do so. But I'm not a genius. I didn't go to college, but I know the word incentive. And if somebody can get monetary gain and notoriety from just fucking with another human being, and that's all you got to do, then what do you think is going to happen? They don't incentivize them to fuck with the politicians, and that's who they really need to be fucking with. That's who taking federal money and not doing a motherfucking thing in your neighborhood. They just put the celebrities in front of you, dumbass, so you don't fuck with them. Brandon Johnson got 200 cops on his payroll, 150, but defund the police. Y'all motherfuckers brainwashed, go along, get along, gang. But hey, I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm depressed about basketball. Let's see what else they say to invalidate me. I'd rather them invalidate me than do that other shit. So keep invalidate me. That's all. I'll say it myself. I'm hurt about basketball. I'm mad. I'm not LeBron James. I'm mad I didn't score 60 on Kobe. Stephen A. Smith is better than me at basketball. Yeah, all of those things. This is why my opinions are like this. You don't have to examine none of it. I'm a deadbeat father, even though I filed for joint custody. I don't know why I would do that if I was a deadbeat. I would just say kiss my ass. But all of their tuitions, teeth, everything paid for by me. But whatever you need to invalidate me in that way. Don't do the other shit. Okay. And my life is dirt. Even though I just found out I can probably make 600,000 off that dirt if I get an excavator. But let's make it sound bad. My life is dirt. Yeah, dirty dirt. I'm talking about black. No, it's sandy dirt. And it's muddy field dirt. And it's topsoil. But my life is dirt. My life is topsoil. My life is field dirt. And my life is sand. But I don't know nothing. I'm a downtrodden dumb. Don't do that other thing now. No, invalidate me. I'm not shit. I'm gonna do the Orlando Brown thing. Well, my life is dirt. My life is dirt.
Look at you at them like you're ours. Like we want you to understand.
No, you look at them like they're inhuman. That people are inhuman. That you don't have problems.
Well, no, they look at them. She's actually right. She said it right. And this young lady here, she's absolutely right. But they look at you like we own you. If we support you, we own you. You do what we say. You think how we tell you to think. You support what we tell you to support. And if you don't, we're going to cast you aside and throw you away. And we're going to call you everything but a child of God. And I'm glad that so many people are deciding that, hey, I'm going to be my own person. You're seeing it out here, even on these social media streets. I mean, it's unpopular to be this. It's unpopular to speak the way that we speak, on this platform. But I'm going to keep saying it. And I'm going to keep talking the way that I talk because I know we're standing on the truth. I know we are. And I know I refuse to bend the knee to capitulate to people, one, that don't care, and two, that don't believe the way that I believe. And what we do know about these people, especially those in that entertainment world, they put man on this pedestal. They put fame and money on these pedestals. They could care less about the word of God and our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I'm with Nikki, and she has come out and said, yo, I'm standing with Jesus. And the things that these people push, it's wicked and it's antithetical to the word of God, and I can't stand with it. She's come out and said it. And I'm with her 100%. I back her up. And I'm not one to listen to hip hop like that. And, I'm at a point now where I think she could probably change that name, Nicki Minaj, and go back to her real last name at that point, because we all know what that Minaj insinuates. Let's go on and take it all the way back. And she could say, the heck with these people. You don't need them. You don't need them. Their goal and their job is to bully you into submission. That's their goal.
Because Trump is not my God. Trump is a part of policies. The left has killed more people that look like me in the womb than World War II.
Facts. I asked the other day, actually, I've been asking for a while, and maybe a month or 2 months, 6 months ago, how many people got perished before you consider it a genocide? And people come up with the numbers, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, a million. 20 million unborn Black babies did not make it, didn't get a sip of air, didn't get a chance and a choice. Name a population of people that have been genocided like that. And name a population of people that has been genocided like that. And you got politicians and you got people that look.
Man, they body their choice. All you got to do is to get some of these girls into thinking that it's a battle between a man and they're going to fight to win every time. And that's why they're not talking about those numbers. They just say your body, your choice. It is your body, your choice. You have the choice to use birth control, condoms, all kind of things before you get to that point. And nobody wants to be responsible. It be some niggas out there, bitch, I don't want to have no kid. And yeah, some of them be wanting to hit their girlfriend raw. You're in a relationship, they're having sex with you every day. Be smart. Get on the depot. You already big. Ain't nobody talking about I gained weight on that shot. That fupa ain't never left. Girl, you've been having, we hold on to that thing and hit it from the back. We don't give a damn. You're going to stay a little big. It's okay. You eat too much seafood and crabs and butter and shit. I said it. Okay, I'm going to back off the mic for a second because this bitch hot. I already said I was crazy. I already said that I don't know nothing and my life is dirt, didn't I? So you can't be mad. I'm just saying, shit, you want to wear that good ass hair weave. You don't want to get it wet, so you ain't swimming. And some of them ain't working out every day, but they at the crab store every 1st or every 15th and the 3rd, some of them. And we eating like we eating. We partying on Wednesday and Thursday late at night. So we doing what we doing, but we still looking good, though. I'm trying to tell you, still looking good. But put birth control in that thing. You know what I mean? We ain't going nowhere. That's all I'm saying. We hitting it when it's swole. We hitting it. We hitting it. We just don't want to have no babies out of it. And that's what y'all don't want to understand. All these excuses. You swole anyway. So we gonna still be there. We ain't going to, we gonna wiggle. Damn. Just telling the truth. You want me to lie to you for you to like me? Okay, then you right. I'm sorry.
You don't need them. Their goal and their job is to bully you into submission. That's their goal.
Because Trump is not my God. Trump is a part of policies. The left has killed more people that look like me in the womb than World War II.
Facts. I asked the other day, actually, I've been asking for a while, maybe a month or 2 months, 6 months ago, how many people got perished before you consider it a genocide? And people come up with the numbers, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, a million. 20 million unborn Black babies did not make it, didn't get a sip of air, didn't get a chance and a choice. Name a population of people that have been genocided like that. And name a population of people that has been genocided like that. And you got politicians and you got people that look like them hate for it and continue to say that they need to be able to do this. This is insane.
Hold on. Then in the womb, his policies of pro-life actually helps. His policy, geez, babies dying. Oh my God. 13% of the population actually sick, doing 40% of the killing of babies, bro. That's a big deal.
6% responsible for 40% of the pregnancy terminations in this country. And yet you have white liberals out here continuing to cape for this. But yet they'll turn around and call Nicki Minaj a sellout. They turn around and call people like myself and my sister Crystal and Celeste and AT and Minister Denzel. They turn around and call us the sellouts, the bootlegs, the raccoons. That's what they do. We're advocating against this. We're telling people stop doing this. We're telling people to stand on the side of the word, not with this foolishness, and definitely not with the mindset or ideology of these liberals. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, doesn't matter.
Me. The fact that I'm a Christian with kids, I want my religion to be out there. That's why. So it's not just about Donald Trump, because I don't worship a man. We don't worship men. On the left, they worship Obama. They worship Biden. And then they tried to worship Kamala, but it wouldn't carry.
Facts. This brother is cooking with fish grease. He's absolutely right. Those people support and worship man.
Worship Biden. It's about Donald Trump, because I don't. The fact that I'm a Christian with kids, I want my religion to be out there. That's why. So it's not just about Donald Trump, because I don't worship a man. We don't worship men. On the left, they worship Obama. They worship Biden. And then they tried to worship Kamala, but it wouldn't carry.
Fact.
And look how they always trying to overtalk the brother. The brother kicking knowledge. They're trained. They're media trained. They're not educated at all. They're media trained to overtalk somebody who makes sense. He said that you worshiped Kamala. He said, stop telling me about Donald Trump. It's not all about Donald Trump. When people can see grown men twerking in front of kids, they don't want to hear you talking about no motherfucking Donald Trump. We want to know, why is this grown man in his drawers in front of some children? Why is that happening? Donald Trump is not a king. You can't Donald Trump me that's not a king out of me seeing a grown man in his drawers at parades in front of children. You got to answer for that. We don't want to hear nothing about no motherfucking Donald Trump. And that's the problem. It ain't too many people ain't standing on business. They claim that they stand on business, but they really don't. And that's why these kids are going up missing at an alarming rate, because everybody's scared to say something. But they talking about they grown and they too blessed to be stressed and all these other lies that they read off these affirmation cards. Grown ass motherfucker reading affirmations. Get your ass up and do it. Get up and do it. Everybody struggle. Everybody go through shit. I struggle. I got family don't fuck with me right now because I ain't gonna give them shit. That's a struggle for me because I still love them. But you got to get it how I get it. Most motherfuckers don't want to get up and get it how you get it, but they want to get it with you though. But no, I don't work for no nigga. No sir. And that go for anybody. And that means nobody. Now, do I help out? Yeah, but no. But this shit is a shame how they got people brainwashed. Everything got to be about Donald Trump. They had people saying Kamala Harris' name. Say her name. Why the fuck I got to say her name? Who the hell is you? Who the hell is she? Say her name. I will not. Got people going absolutely berserk for these. They don't even got their households together. They don't even got their kids and shit in order. Kid got an F in goddamn mouth right now, but you telling me to say her name. Get your shit together. Quit worried about this worldly bullshit when you got a family that you ain't even looking after. This shit crazy. Got everybody group thinking. The fuck is you group thinking for? When the last time you been with a picnic with your man? Miss, I'm married and I love my husband. Anytime motherfucker always on Facebook with they love, I know it's some bullshit. Because I see people in real life without a phone loving each other every day. I take this motherfucking dog to a dog park. I was just at a park yesterday. And guess what I saw? Real love. They ain't have no phones out. It was couples walking and holding hands, talking about their day. And guess what they wasn't doing? They wasn't posting on social fucking media, trying to pretend like that shit was all good. Guess what I saw? Couples in the park running up and down the hill together. You know why? Because they love each other and want to make sure their heart good. You know what I saw? I saw a man out there throwing the dog, the little goddamn frisbee, and having that dog run it back. And his wife was playing with the little baby on the motherfucking swing. And ain't nobody have a goddamn cell phone posting it on social media talking about black love. You motherfuckers want to have everybody in your business because you don't even like the business that you got. If it made sense to post your black love, let me tell you how stupid that is, posting something that's important to you like that. Why don't you go ahead and post your social security number? Why don't you go ahead and post your bank account information? Because if that woman meant something to you like that, you won't post something that's that close to you. You don't do that. I had to learn that. Everybody don't mean you well. And if you got to show your relationship off every time you go on a date, that shit ain't real. You just want somebody to say, black love, I'm with the shit. Can't stand you group think motherfucker. Bitch, I'm right here. Put that phone down. Hold my hand. Kiss me a little bit, motherfucker. How you gonna kiss me if you blowing kisses at the phone? And all this bullshit. You getting the angle like Drake told you. I'm right here. I'm over here sipping my wine looking good. Bitch, I put on YSL for you. I'm finna pay about $400 for this meal. And you over here kissing at the phone. Ooh, shit, look at what I'm eating. Look at what, ooh, shit, look at what I'm drinking. Ooh, shit, look at what. Y'all be telling me, get the black love, get the black. I'll sit here, look at them. Did you ask me, did I want to have a show pony relationship like that? Did you ask me if I want to have black love for the fucking internet? Or did I want to have black love that's real love? That we actually talk. That we actually, pray over the meal, hold hand. Bitch, I can't even pray with you. Your phone in your hand. Put your phone down. Let's bless the food. No. Use my other hand. See, he one of them religious ones. Amen. Damn, why she gotta have this ass like this? Why she gotta have an ass like that? Now why you wanna go and do that, love, huh? Now why you wanna go and do that and do that? And then we gotta make them type of decisions. Cause the motherfucker, boy, she got her ass so fat. Why you wanna go and do that, love, huh? And then you make mistakes. But you already know what you know. Motherfucker slow as a can of tuna. But you make mistakes. Let me play the video.
This brother is white, Hispanic, Asian. Doesn't matter.
Me. The fact that I'm a Christian with kids, I want my religion to be out there. That's why. So it's not just about Donald Trump, because I don't worship a man. We don't worship men. On the left, they worship Obama. They worship Biden. And then they tried to worship Kamala, but it wouldn't carry.
Facts. This brother is cooking with fish streets. He's absolutely right. Those people support and worship man. And their ideology is wicked. And you can't refute it. When you do the math and you look at the numbers, you can't refute it. They'll try though.
Conversations Black people aren't ready to have.
Uh-oh.
Carmelo Anthony murdered Austin Metcalf. Don't vote like a black woman. And the reason why so many black folks are apathetic to the Metcalf family is not because they're white, it's because we don't give a damn about our own lives. A jury of your peers does not mean a jury that looks like you. The Constitution does not make provisions for DEI in jury selection. Making Juneteenth a federal holiday is like franchising your favorite neighborhood restaurant.
Oh, freedom.
These white liberals got y'all out here simulating picking cotton in 2026. Mission accomplished. It's cool to love Jesus. Being black is cool, but many of us got to stop defending niggerism.
Freedom.
Juneteenth, a federal holiday, is like franchising your favorite neighborhood restaurant.
Oh.
Hold on. Please don't tell me. Don't tell me this is people out here simulating picking cotton. I told y'all we going back to slavery, bro. I told y'all willingly. Oh man, they finna make me go outside and smoke again. Oh no, don't do me like this. I'm gonna have to run to the door. I gotta get the blunt. Oh, I gotta get the joint. Oh no, we didn't do people like this. Put your lighters up. Oh my goodness. It's AI, dummy. Man, this better be AI, man. Please, Lord, tell me this AI. It's theater. Man, I don't want to hear no shit about no theater. Are you going to use theater of a white man raping a black woman? Because they did that in slavery. You going to use that as theater too? Man, this is stupidity if this is true. Man, come on, man. No, I know damn well this better not be real. Don't tell me it's Juneteenth in Jefferson, Georgia. Oh, Jefferson, Georgia sounds like a sundown town. I would never live in Jefferson, Georgia. I ain't never motherfucking heard of Jefferson, Georgia. I done heard of Hazel. I done heard of some country ass towns in Georgia. And boy, look at here. It damn near like slavery down there. I've been to Hazelhurst, McCray, Ludwig, Lumber City. Hey, boy, there's some towns in Georgia. Boy, y'all talking about some big city smoke. Boy, there's some country ass nigga down there don't understand nothing. Who motherfucker don't know how to read or write, but them some bitches know how to fight and bust that tool. Motherfucker don't understand Nathaniel. I'm talking about, man, they don't get it. Jefferson is a big slave master name, unfortunately. Man, this is real. They out here picking cotton, simulating picking cotton. And people out here lying. Yeah, Willacoochee. It's a Willacoochee, Georgia. It's a nigga. Homeboy Willacoochee. I ain't never heard of Willacoochee till I met that nigga. Where the hell you from? Willacoochee. I bust out laughing until I figured out that nigga was serious. That nigga was representing Willacoochee. I'm like, you representing a name like Willacoochee? Willacoochee do what? Willacoochee do what, nigga? And he thought that shit was funny. That broke the ice. I said, Willacoochee do what? You know, I'm a silly nigga. I see a nigga get mad. Hey, look here, man. Just because you don't understand my goddamn humor don't mean you got to be mad. Yeah, Willacoochee do what? Don't be offended. I'm sorry. But yeah, man. Jefferson, Georgia. They out there faking, picking cotton. Golly. Goddamn, dog. God dang. And big black women out there. I don't see no men. Okay, represent for the city boys. City boys up. Ain't no men out here. Okay, we straight, fellas. Hey, fellas, we knew better than do this bullshit. Ain't no men out there. Stand up, men. Ain't no motherfucking men out there. They all woman. AI women. Because I don't want to get in no trouble. It's AI women. These are not real black women. These are AI women. But fellas, there's no AI black men in the picture, goddamn. We ain't picking no cotton. So they can go back to slavery if they want to. I ain't going. Shit, I ain't finna sing no slave song. Bye and bye. Fuck that. That heat ain't transition to me. I don't like the heat. It's too motherfucking hot. Yeah. So I don't like all the heat. So I'm not doing this shit with you. Look at this shit. Damn. That's crazy.
Oh, freedom. These white liberals got y'all out here simulating picking cotton in 2026. Mission.
Hey, I don't like his voice because it's funny. He talking about white people got black people simulate picking cotton in 2026. Hey, that nigga voice is funny. Oh, freedom.
These white liberals got y'all out here simulating picking cotton in 2026. Mission accomplished. It's cool to love Jesus. Being black is cool, but many of us got to stop defending niggerism. Black lives matter unless they're in the womb. Conservative, Republican, Christian, heterosexual, or love emo music. YN culture is a bigger threat to the black community.
Shit, boy. I wish he didn't talk so fast. Let me slow this shit down. And maybe it's just me got to sped up. He say, Black lives matter until it's in the womb, until it's Christian, or love emo music. Oh my goodness.
It's cool to love Jesus. Being black is cool, but many of us got to stop defending niggerism. Black lives matter unless they're in the womb. Conservative, Republican, Christian, heterosexual, or love emo music.
Black lives matter until they're Christian, heterosexual, Republican, conservative, or love emo music. And I think he's right. Goodness, more Christmas.
YN culture is a bigger threat to the black community than Clarence Thomas ever will be. Love is love. Yeah, that's cool, but sin is still sin. The progressive mission of the founding fathers of the Republican Party are not the same as the progressive mission that these white liberals got y'all on in 2026. Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass was not advocating for little Billy to cut his off. He don't feel like the gender, he was assigned to birth. Too many black people running around here using KKK terminology against other black people. Every time you call another black person, you're doing the white liberals' bidding for them. Can and will be used against you isn't legal poetry, it's a promise. Shut up. Don't even belch. Ain't no black people in the Trump administration, bruh. Well, some niggas right there. What are you pretending not to know?
Facts. Shout out to AJ's rant room. Yo, phenomenal. We're gonna end the show right here. Hey, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts? I know I said a lot. I'm sorry. I apologize, but this upsets me. And
Salute. That was on a righteous perspective. Hold on, where I went. There we go. That's on a righteous perspective. Let's keep the show going. I spent a lot of time on that video because I wanted to break it down in my own way to make sure it is my content under the fair use, and I give commentary and I work hard on the video instead of just standing back there and don't bloviate nothing. I bloviate. We got another one right here. This gonna hurt some feelings too. No, I don't want to play this one yet. I got another video off Black Conservative Perspective because he found the same damn video I saw. I saw it on another guy's channel too. But matter of fact, let me go see. I saw it on another guy's channel too. This was an interesting conversation. I said, huh? The way Ilya Omar reacted to this woman's strength and the way she was talking, it was absolutely crazy to me. This black woman came up here and pretty much said everything that someone needs to do to be successful. She was a pregnant woman at 17 years old. She wanted more for herself, so she decided to get married. This woman said put trades back in school because she married a man that had a trade in being a barber in Chicago, and he just bought them a house. And so she said that I'm gonna let y'all hear it from her because, man, the response to this was so crazy. I do not understand it.
Another statistic. Or we hear someone say, it was a choice made up to me to have my children and not be like the other black people who get to have children out of wedlock. We don't get to have those kind of conversations.
You heard that? We don't get to have those kind of conversations. That's ironic. She's telling people what they get to say and what they don't get to say. And you know why? She's not from the United States of America. In her country, where she's from, she couldn't say what she's saying now. So she's A-okay with bringing her ideology over here to America. But over here in America, we have the right to freedom of speech. So she can say whatever she wants. And we should be able to respond and examine what exactly it is that she's saying, because that's what educated people do. But see, when you're from a country like hers that they make the women wrap their head up. The women can't sing without putting things over their face or they'll get whipped. She's used to oppression. She's used to being dominated. So when you've been oppressed and you've been dominated, you tend to want to bring that situation over to other people. You know, the oppressed becomes the oppressor. And so the fact that she's sitting here talking like that when somebody is just talking about the strength, watch how bad it go.
No, she lived through poverty, took government help here. Then she told Congress why exactly it shouldn't become a permanent thing here, guys. Ilhan Omar has a very different answer.
My grandmother who raised me, also raised 9 kids of her own, was a homeowner living in a poor Black drug-infested community in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She raised me and my younger sister. My mom was a teenage mom on drugs in and out of prison. My grandmother was a strong woman, hardworking woman. She showed tough love and had amazing independent work ethics. So I basically grew up in a typical Black. My mom was a teenage mom in a poor Black drug-infested. My grandmother who raised me, also raised 9 kids of her own, was a homeowner living in a poor Black drug-infested community in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She raised me and my younger.
Oh, so she a real one. She grew up in a poor Black community, so you can't take that away from her. She pulled herself up by the bootstraps, so we should listen to her. She has validation. She don't need education. Life educated her. She grew up in an environment, the social construct that they put us in, which is hoods. So she came up out of that. Let's see how she did it. Because a lot of times I've asked, why don't people get online and tell you how they made it instead of telling you this old depressed conversation over and over again, that there's some proverbial white man that's holding us down while they're successful? Why won't they tell you how to be successful? So let's go.
Sister. My mom was a teenage mom on drugs in and out of prison. My grandmother was a strong woman, hardworking woman. She showed tough love and had amazing independent work ethics. So I basically grew up in a typical Black stigma community surrounding me, lack of motivation for education, promiscuous behavior, drugs, crime, and some on welfare. In spite of the circumstance that surrounded my childhood, I was one that often fought against the odds. I had a love for education. I never did drugs and I never committed a crime. But however, I did fall into promiscuous behavior. And at the age of 17, I became a teenage mom. This was the turning point of my life. I will never forget the day that I found that I was pregnant. I went into a Planned Parenthood in my neighborhood. I was devastated, I was frightened, and I was scared because I was one of those kids that excelled in school, was popular in school, played sports, was on a homecoming court. You name it, I was in it. So basically, I kept myself from the normalized behaviors that plagued the Black community. So becoming pregnant was embarrassing to me. I didn't want to be like the rest. I had always strived to be better. I didn't want to be like the social norm. I didn't want to be another statistic. I didn't want to be the 72% of moms raising a child single. So while waiting for the results of my pregnancy test, I was crying. I was thinking how I had ruined my life. The nurse came back in the room and she told me that I was 3 weeks pregnant. And she consoled me that I had another choice. I had a choice to abort my baby. In that very moment, my life flashed before my eyes because I had a big decision to make. Do I get rid of my baby and proceed as normal, as though nothing happened, and go back to my family and friends and continue to live out my life? Or do I live the rest of my life knowing I had killed my baby? Do I keep my baby and face the challenges that lie ahead of me and press past the shame, the regret, and the disappointment? I chose the latter. Okay. I chose to do what I will always hear my grandmother say. You make your bed hard, you lie in it.
You lie in it, yep.
Those words rang loud and clear in my heart and mind. Yes, we did this. No one else is
lying in it.
Challenges that lie ahead of me and the rest of my life knowing I had killed my baby. Do I keep my baby and face the challenges that lie ahead of me and press past the shame, the regret, and the disappointment? I chose the latter. Okay. I chose to do what I will always hear my grandmother say. You make your bed hard, you lie in it.
You lie in it, yep.
Those words rang to do what I will always hear my grandmother say. You make your bed hard, you lie in it.
You lie in it, yep.
Those words rang loud and clear in my heart and mind. Yes, we did this. No one else is responsible for those words rang loud and clear in my heart and mind. Yes, we did hard, you lie in it.
You lie in it, yep.
Those I chose to do what I will always hear my grandmother say. You make your bed hard, you lie in it.
You lie in it.
I kept rewinding that because this young lady got mama's cooking. Grandmama's cooking. Sometimes we don't listen. But when you give a code of conduct, they will always come back to that. See? When you parent a child for real, sometimes they go astray. But when you give them a baseline to go back to, she still made a better decision in her poor decision. So shout out to grandma.
Yep.
Those words rang loud and clear in my heart and mind. Yes, we
Accountability.
did this. No one else is responsible for the choice we made. I must take responsibility for my actions and live with it. Live the best possible life I can, give my child the best possible life I can, finish high school, go to college, and make something of myself. I decided, in spite of my teenage pregnancy, that I would continue to press past the popularized social norms of the Black community. I worked hard. I graduated from high school 5 months pregnant. During my teenage years, I worked at Burger King. I was a part of an entrepreneurial program that we had. I worked there throughout my high school years from 15 till I graduated, but I was a mom, so I had to continue working at Burger King to provide for myself and my baby. I lived with my grandma for several months after I had her, and she encouraged me to get on food stamps, to receive WIC, and to receive child care assistance. During this time, she also helped me to get my first apartment. After about 9 months of renting, the real estate company asked me, did I want to buy a house? I was shocked. I was excited. I went to the first time home buyers program, and I purchased a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house at 18 years old. After 2 years of being on food stamps, I found myself increasingly growing to hate the program. I felt awful while I was on the program. It was such a level of disrespect and deprivation. I couldn't take it any longer. I removed myself from the food stamp program. But however, due to me working and going to college, I had to remain on child care assistance. After having my baby in 1996, buying my home in 1997, the same real estate company offered me a job. I became a secretary, later a rental assistant manager, and later in December 2005, I became a licensed real estate agent. However, from 1996 to early 2005, I was a single mom, working hard, working 2 jobs sometimes, going to college and maintaining honors. By November 2004, I gave my life to Christ, met my husband. We got married October 2005. After becoming a Christian, I became an ordained minister. My faith began to challenge and propel me to work for families and kids and tackle the problems that plague the Black community.
This is like the perfect example of what drive actually looks like. I mean, listening to the testimony of this woman here kind of give a story of the hardships she's experienced kind of within her life, and then what it actually took to kind of push back against what seems to be kind of keeping hold of you, let's just say this year, right? And then escaping all of the literal nonsense and becoming all of what she has become. Movies should be made for these type of things, but California and Hollywood, I'm not sure they would actually like this story very much, but we'll talk more later.
I lived it, and I wanted to reverse the plague. I had begun and purpose in my heart that I would become that change and advocate for my family and friends. In 2006, I felt compelled by God to take more responsibility for my daughter's education. I took her out of the public education in the 4th grade, and I wanted to give her a Christian education by homeschooling her. So we did. My husband and I did not know what that would entail, but we obeyed God. Later, in 2007, we opened up a Christian homeschool academy as an extension of our evangelistic work. My husband and I are now homeowners in Chicago, Illinois for the last 3 years. My husband is the owner of his own barbershop in the South Shore community in Chicago for the last 5 years, and we are continuing our ministerial work with our Christian school and our co-op group to support the families in the city of Chicago.
Mr. Fields, if you could wrap it up, your time is considerably over, so you can wrap it up. You can make a concluding statement.
Wrap it up, okay. And one more point, that we graduated our oldest.
Now, if they was up there saying Trump is not a king, or up there saying something nasty about somebody they don't like, she would have been able to just go all she want. But because they hate her, she's against every narrative that they push. A person that took accountability and not asked the government to take care of their kids, a person that didn't go to Planned Parenthood and go through with it, a person that raised their son and came through poverty. This is an expert on what she's talking about. They go get people from Harvard and Yale and talk about experiences that they know nothing about. And this woman went through everything, that all the programs that they're talking about, and she said she didn't like them. She didn't feel right. Why can't she tell her story? Why can't you have the yin and the yang? In any other world, you have to have both sides of the story. Now they only want to paint one picture, a picture of racism, a picture of somebody else need to step in, and then you have the world chanting this now. You have grown adults saying that they're grown adults and independent while taking in checks from other people that pay taxes. How is that independent? But if you say that, you're being rude. Just don't say you're independent. You're not. You're getting the help. My mother didn't scream in the streets, I'm independent. I'm an independent Black woman. We had food stamps. There was nothing independent about that. We took the paperback books. Y'all got it nice. Y'all get to swipe a card. We had to take them little paperback ones and shit and go up there to the 5s and rip them out and try not to tear them. But we wasn't as aggressive and openly disrespectful. Nigga, we was happy to be on going up there getting 3 and 4 buckets of food. Nigga, we was running through there not saying nothing. Give you niggas a phone, y'all go crazy.
Daughter, she's 22, from being homeschooled all the way to 12th grade. We graduated her from our homeschool academy, and now she just walked across the stage from the University of Bridgeport with a degree in nutritional science with a 3.1 GPA from being homeschooled. Thank you.
Are there examples of successful anti-poverty programs that you have been a part of that address these problems for youth?
Thank you, Member Flores. Yeah, and that's I'm hearing everybody testify as well over the same thing, and I'm finding it hard to understand why, when the word is said hard work, why is it interpreted in a different way? I realize all of us sitting here, everyone in this room has worked hard to some extent. But what we're saying, and I believe you all would agree, that even where you all sit as representative Congress and senators, you did not do it by not working hard. And so we just need to understand what that word means. We're saying that you have to persevere, you have to endeavor.
Absolutely,
and
you
for me, I grew up in the same environments that everyone sitting here is testifying about. Again, my mother was on drugs, in and out of prison. My grandmother did not have federal aid. My grandmother bought a house in 1972, working as a janitor at Louisiana State University. So before the civil rights, there was no federal aid. There was no welfare and food stamp. So I'm sorry if I come from an environment where I have seen that you do not have to rely on government. You can work hard and persevere no matter how long it
Absolutely.
takes. And that's what I did.
So the problem is that you are legitimately every single thing that they actually hate here, right? A black person in the United States of America that has drive, okay, and the ability to hold themselves accountable for what's happening here, understanding that the people around them do not actually have to influence them, if that makes any sense here. What they can do is do every single thing that you did. Get yourself off of government assistance, okay? Get yourself highly educated, all right? You go down the entrepreneur track here, all right? So now you are absolutely becoming, in the United States of America, a super functional, high-value American citizen, guys.
No, we can't do that. White people fault. You talking crazy. They're gonna call you a coon, brother. But nah, I agree with you. And that's what we all could do. That's what the successful people did. But they just don't want to tell others that. They want to pretend like they love them, stay above them so you can pay them.
I'm not here to say totally dissolve it. People do need help. But what I'm here to say, and especially
Agree.
working in the real estate industry, it doesn't have to be perpetual. You know, you got families that pass Section 8 and welfare down like it's an inheritance. The Bible says we ought to lay up an inheritance for our children, and it's not government entitlements.
When you say
It's an inheritance. It doesn't have to be perpetual. People do need help. But what I'm here to say, and especially
Agree.
working in the real estate industry, it doesn't have to be perpetual. You know, you got families that pass Section 8 and welfare down like it's an inheritance. The Bible says we ought to lay up an
See, it's gonna take a black woman. It's gonna take a black woman. Men too pussy now. I mean, men are too afraid. Sorry, you two. Men are too afraid. And men are gonna get too much backlash. They got too many ways to get a man. They can get a man through other women. They can get a man through just having sex. They can get a man through an allegation. They can get a man through normal occurrence. But a woman, a black woman, they have propped our women up to such a high esteem that it's all that you guys are damn near untouchable. And once you guys start to realize that they use you guys against each other, once one of you have a difference of opinion, then you'll stop doing that. If you guys stop going against each other for a difference of opinion, then you guys will actually be strong. And you guys start having conversations around those difference of opinion instead of beefing, canceling, and shutting the person down. That's not the most educated group that does that. You guys are supposed to be the most educated group in the world. It don't take you shouting at another sister. It don't take you disrespecting her. It takes conversation. And what this young lady said is what we all know to be true. I got cousins that's done it. I have family members, period, that's done it. And we pass down welfare like a Skittles. The young lady don't know what she's going to do in life. She's trying to figure it out. While she's trying to figure it out, she show up pregnant right before she graduate or right after she graduate. Why is that? Because she know that's going to get her free housing. And then she'll have somebody to blame. It's the daddy fault. Daddy ain't want the kid. You wanted this kid for the house. Okay, daddy should have put on a condom. You should have told him to. You should have never let him enter you without one. So when you start sharing in the blame, then you don't have nobody to blame. Therefore, you don't need something free. You should start making better choices. But if we're going to just put it all on men as if two people didn't come into agreement to have sex without a condom, then we're gonna always keep paying for this problem. If we don't get back to accountability, everybody's going to use the system. That's what the Somalians doing. That's what all the immigrants are doing. They're coming over here to use this system. We have a system that's taking away accountability from others and putting it on other taxpayers. They want certain people to be accountable. Billionaires, you guys got to be accountable for everybody else in the world that don't use condoms. That don't make sense at all. and I'm a welfare recipient. So yes, people need help, but it should not be a perpetual thing.
Inheritance for our children, sure. And it's not government entitlements.
When you said you homeschooled your kids, I want to understand what values you teach them.
I definitely teach them personal responsibility. And even to add to that, what
Think
you're
of
saying
that.
about trade, me and my husband both, even though I have a bachelor's degree, I also have a trade. My husband is a barber. He has a trade. We have lived the life they're saying with the living wages. I bought a house making $4.25 an hour. So we understand living on wages. But the way we got out of poverty is what you're saying is we got trade. We went and got an education. And me and my husband talk about that all the time. If the government could make trade more accessible, spend those federal dollars so people can sharpen their skills and get out. My husband.
And for those of you ignoramuses that wanted Kwame Brown to be like the spokesperson for trading and coding, thank you to this young lady for going to actual Congress, going to sit down, tell her story as a black woman, and because it's going to take a black woman. Tell her, because you guys are over education. You guys are over every fucking thing. Take some accountability, black ladies. Some of you guys got the chokehold on education. You guys got the chokehold on our community. And it's time for some of you to go into these meetings and say exactly what she's saying. Your boys are going to the rap industry and then they're going to prison. Your kids are following a bunch of drug addict losers and going to prison. So you might want to give the kids that don't want to follow that an option to make money without having to go to jail. There's some young men that got trades. They can buy the scat pack like the rapper. Maybe this guy don't have to put a gun in his waist and try to pretend to be something he not. An electrician don't gotta pretend like he a rapper. He can actually go buy the Hellcat that he want. He can buy the chain that he want. He can look dope boy fresh, but got a job. Because that's what some people want to do. They just want to look like the culture, but they don't have the money to do so. Now, are you going to give them a better option than working at McDonald's or buying a box truck through some dope money? Allow them to get these jobs right out of high school. Stop pitting men against women, because that's what happened. They done started pitting men against women so much that to devalue a black man, because we didn't have to be educated to go make $100,000. A black man can go use his sweat equity. That's what they were crying for in jail. When them boys were going to jail, they were crying for that sweat equity. So I know how valuable that is. So a black man or any man can make over $100,000 with their hands, with their skills. Most women have to go to school and have to go get degrees and have to go do certain things to get on white man tit, which is called Sally Mae. So a woman gonna have to pay Sally Mae. So what the government decided to do, because men were still strong, we ain't want to hear that shit. We can 18 graduate, go work at the mill. We got free benefits, we got health insurance, we got everything. $100,000, we ride around like bosses. But they wanted everybody to get on the tit. So what did they do? They ran a campaign to disrespect men with trades, and they use women to do it. We don't want no scrub, no tradesmen. Even now, women don't even know tradesmen make big money. We want the goddamn, we want the educated man. We want this, we want that. And it's weird. It's all about the social engineering of what they did. Now they got our women socialized to sleep with men that's not even going to be there for them, and then turn around and complain about men. That's your fault that you listen to these stories about this man that's in the streets and that's a ball player and that's all this. That might not be the man for you, but you didn't even see that. You were just looking at the shit. You were looking at the stuff. As soon as you meet a man, if he's somebody, now you're a little more into him. Instead of you looking at the character traits, the behavior. Instead of you looking at what does he do? What does he mean to you? How is he responding to you? You don't look at none of that. You look at his car, you look at his drip, and then next thing you know, you pregnant. But it's a man's fault though. And that just don't make sense to me. You're Mother Earth, you're the smart one. So we need more women like this that's going to talk about the accountability that we need in society. It starts with women because women are the teachers. A woman is going to be left alone with another human being. A dad, they can run him off and he could just be a sperm donor. But mostly the women are the raisers of the children. God ordained this. So a man is out the picture. A good woman that's of sound mind and understand her responsibility, she can still raise a good son without a man, because she's going to go seek after the things that she knows he needs, because she knows it through her brothers, her uncles, and the men that's around. But when you change the mindset of a woman and have her trying to make this a competition, I'm going to show you I can raise a strong black man, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. So we have to stop the fight between everybody and just understand that we got a job to do. You don't have to like your baby mama. You don't have to, but you got to respect her. You don't have to like your baby daddy, but you got to respect them because your kids are watching. Any woman that don't respect their baby daddy, you ain't shit. And if he's doing things that's not respectable, I can understand. But if it's just your hurt little feelings, you full of shit. So, and any man that got to just go out and disrespect their baby mama, get over your hurt ass feelings. You full of shit too. And it's sad because hurt feelings of adults always get in the way of what their responsibility is. We don't got to like each other like that. Let's respect each other. Let's do what we're supposed to do, which is put the kids first. And that's it. That's all we're supposed to do at that point. But we got to start telling the truth like this young lady is telling the truth, because accountability is for all. It ain't just for men. Accountability is for all, not just men.
What you're saying is we got trade. We went and got an education. And remember, I talk about that all the time. If the government could make trade more accessible, spend those federal dollars so people can sharpen their skills and get out. My husband just bought us a 3-bedroom home, 2 full bath home in Chicago, being a barber with a trade. He has a 10th grade education and he did it with a trade skill. So those are the kind of programs that we should be advocating for our government to sharpen our skills, bring back those trade skills into the Black community so that we can rise above poverty. We can't do it with just a high school education all the time. We need trade. We need skills.
I bet this won't go viral.
I'm a little frustrated because I heard a lot about love. And one thing that I know is
high school education.
Watch she come up here and spin the narrative. The only thing she's going to focus on is a word called love. This woman has said a lot of things, right? And the only thing she's going to focus on is the word love. And she's going to sway and come up with a whole speech behind the word love. This woman has been talking about accountability. She was talking about access to trades for the people. She's not going to hit on none of those talking points. She's going to tell you about what she's personally frustrated about. I don't need a politician telling me about what they personally frustrated about. I want a politician to listen carefully to what one of their citizens are saying and listen to what what a success story in the community which you serve told you about what the community needs more of. And you should do those things, which is make it easier to access trades. Don't make kids have to go out and spend $5,000 to go to Roadmasters to get a CDL. Have CDL training in high school. Don't make kids have to go out and learn electric work and all that. Create a program to where you pay retired electricians to come up and teach a class, board certified electricians that can teach these kids. Don't make people do it on programs. Don't make private citizens do your job. Don't make NBA players, football players, athletes that's from a community do the job that you're supposed to do, because that's all they do. It would be easy for them to divert some federal funding into board certified electrician, carpenters, all of these people, and have these kids graduating with those skills. They wouldn't be out in the street running and jumping over cars. They would be productive members of society, but that's not what we want. There's a lot of money in chaos.
All the time. We need trade. We need skills.
I bet this won't go viral.
I'm a little frustrated because I heard a lot about love. And one thing that I know is not because of the lack of love that we're not able to feed our children. It's not because of the lack of love that we are able to house people. It's not the lack of love that we are unable to save people from dying because they don't have health care. It's not because of lack of love that you were able to finish college because you got help with childcare. Love has nothing to do with this. And if you want to bring love into this, you got to bring radical love, because radical love means that we radically love every single person within our communities to make sure that we are providing for them the basic rights as humans. That's what love is. And that's the godly thing to do. So if we want to talk about faith, we also have to remember that we can't pray our problems away. Exactly. You can't pray for your children to be fed, so you're not crying because they're crying and they can't go to bed. You cannot pray for your medical bills to disappear. You cannot pray for the mold to stop poisoning your children in the classrooms.
This is a woman that's been waiting to talk all her life, and she's saying a bunch of nonsense. You can pray all this stuff away because God is good. That's number one. But you don't believe in God. Number two, you didn't talk about self-accountability. You don't put more onto yourself. This woman was talking about self-accountability. And no one said that she was talking about praying. You changed the conversation into pray and love and all this shit. Can you listen to what this young lady was saying instead of doing this theater bull crap that you're doing? And put trade and coding in high schools so that young boys can graduate with something to look forward to. They might listen to rap music, but they can understand a pathway forward that is a good future for them. And maybe they'll just leave it on wax. But if they can't find a way to get the car like the rapper, if they can't find a way to continue buying the $1,000 jeans after mama put them out, because after he turned 18, mama said, you grown now, but he has no skills. And mama used to buy him all the Jordans. Mama used to buy him all the clothes because she wanted her boy to look good going to school because it's an ego thing. But now that he's 18, she don't understand that you've done everything for a grown man, that now you're saying he's grown just based on his age, not by his maturity, not by his skill set, not for nothing, but his age. And then you put him out here in the world, and then now he goes and listens to rap music, and he goes and he finds friends, and he wants these things that he sees, but nobody taught him how to get it. So it's very important to put these trades and codings in high school, put them in middle school. So by the time they get to high school, they're experts at whatever it is that they want to do. And it's your job, Ilya Omar, to not tell us your personal feelings, but to try to hear the citizens out. Because this ain't making no sense what you're saying. These kids want $1,000 jeans. They ain't thinking about no just paying for food. We all can pay for way more than just food. If you ever looked at our community for real.
The other thing that frustrates me is people who have experienced poverty, who have gotten the straps for their bootstraps, who sit and talk about how we shouldn't do anything for the next person. See, as someone who
You have to
knows
be joking.
severe poverty, I lived in a refugee camp on the floor, no.
And that's not our fault. And you're not going to make other Americans pay for all the pain and trauma that you went through. This is the land of the free. But this ain't the land of everybody finna take care of your bad, poor choices. And that's what they're trying to turn it to. She's a grifter. She wants people to pay for her bad and poor choices. She look at Americans as nothing but a piggy bank. And now somebody elected this woman. Somebody out of a refugee camp that had been treated this way, that didn't get a chance to speak at all as a woman. And you think you're going to hear something good come out of that? Boy, this lady is full of pain and anger and retribution.
Water, nothing. And I hear somebody say here in the United States, they're fine with their grandparents not having running water. And that's supposed to be okay?
When did she say she was fine with her grandparents not having running water? Way to move away from what this lady was talking about. She said that she grew up in these programs, welfare, and they're being passed down generations, and that you got to have some self-accountability. She don't want to talk about that. She want to go with some story and make it sound like somebody can say amen to this bullshit.
We hear someone say, it was a choice made up to me to have my children and not be like the other black people who get to have children out of wedlock. We don't get to have those kind of conversations.
No?
The conversations we
Yes, we do. She didn't want to be a stereotype. She said she didn't want to be a baby mama, just like these other black people. Do you know why she said that, Iliad No Omar? She said that because if you look up the statistics of single parenthood, the same statistics that Obama read out, and we love Obama, your child is more likely to go to prison. All of the negative stats in the world is attached to single motherhood. But instead of you recognizing that that's what she was speaking about, you sway the whole narrative and trying to tell people what they cannot have a conversation about, even though she's talking about her own personal life. You don't want somebody to be able to speak about their own personal life. Well, guess what, dummy? You're trying to make this country just like the third world country that you came from. If you don't allow people to talk, it's going to become the same country that you left from. The same country that you had to cover up on. You finally got to show your face, and now you showing your ass. Because in your country, you couldn't do nothing but barely show your eyes, so you could just walk around and bet not say nothing. And now you over here running your mouth because somebody let you get to open up that mask off your lips. And now you over here really spewing the things that you really want to say in your country. You really want to say this in your country, but you can't. So if you're so revolutionary and strong, why don't you go free them women in your country? Why don't you go do that? Hold up the flag in your country.
get to have is how we are responsible for fully funding our schools so all of our children have the opportunities we have as we sit in this room. We get to talk about the kind of opportunities we have as government.
Equality of
to make
opportunity.
sure healthcare is provided to everybody.
Okay.
So that we don't have people dying in the United States.
Okay, so listen, the idea of equality of opportunity is a great idea generally, consistently, but with how she's basically putting it, that's not what she's talking about here. Equality of opportunity for so everyone has the ability to do everything. Everyone does have the ability to do everything. It's almost like it's almost like she's blatantly conflating the idea of equality of outcome, guys. That's what it feels like.
Because they can't afford insulin.
Okay.
The conversation we get to have is making sure that there are no children going to sleep hungry or being shamed in classrooms and in lunchrooms because their families don't have enough money to pay for their lunch.
So there are two camps in the United States of America when it comes down to like the government entitlement programs, who should get them, et cetera, right? There's one camp that says if you're under the age of 18, the government should help out, okay? If you're over the age of 65, you're a senior, the government should be able to help out. But anything between there, all right, you should be working, okay? Understand this here. Temporary, that's at max here. The other camp is saying everyone should have everything for free. Right? Like these are the individuals that generally have no idea how things are even sourced. That free meal that you just got from the food bank, okay, came with a gigantic amount of logistics. You need to have a conversation about where the grain came from, where the meat came from, who paid those people to do that, to raise that, etc. Pick that. You know what I'm saying here, guys? Nothing is by default free here. And what you're doing here is you're forcing Americans to say, we need to go ahead and take care permanently, okay, for indefinitely people who are not giving anything to the United States of America. That's what Ilhan Omar's like camp basically dictates. Okay, it is a.
And to add to that, they're saying bring more. Not only are you going to be required to take care of these immigrants that come over here, you're going to take care of the people that's already here, and you're going to bring more people over here. Open up the floodgates. That's why they say you'll own nothing, because you'll be taxed out of all of your possessions. Look at what California just changed the tax law. Look at what they're trying to do. You ain't going to be able to afford to own a goddamn thing in a minute.
Right by default for this person to do basically nothing at all to kind of help America, push America forward, etc. But we need to go ahead and take care of them. Do you know how business works here, bro? All right. Like, I mean, we cannot breed, let's say, in the United States of America, a gigantic quantity of people that are living off of government assistance indefinitely. And the woman earlier was right here. They stay on and they pass it down to the next generation, mainly Section 8 here. Guys. These things should never exist here. This woman here in the beginning She did every single thing right. And the fact that Ilhan Omar is like, you can't say anything to the people that chose not to go down your path. Yes, you should, because if I have to take care of them, then I should have a say in it. Okay. And the say, and my say dictates that if you have done every single thing within your power to not care at all under any circumstance about education, about learning a trade, getting a job, doing anything that absolutely benefits the United States of America, why do I have to pay for you? I have a couple of caveats, though, aware of this here. My caveats are basically going to land right here. When it comes down to children, okay, or the elderly, I'm a lot more lenient here. Right? That's it here. And yes, trades are the way out. Like, higher education is great. I understand this here, guys. I'm highly educated. All right, I have a master's in fine art. But it does not mean a single thing. Trust me, my degree is irrelevant. You know what isn't? A trade. Okay, a trade. That's it here. Listen, guys, you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, guys, I'll go and get you guys later.
Man, this one has everything. A 12-year Cavaliers life.
So I must have been on to something when I said trading and coding in schools, boy. That's why I got attacked so bad. I had Dr. Boyce Watkins and all these people come at me for saying trading and coding in schools, because I can see that they're trying to make two classes. There's either the upper class or poor as shit, service and rich. They don't want no middle class no more. Middle class raise families. People that get women that don't just focus on career, and they have babies and they raise families and they make sacrifice. That's the middle class. They have a man that make enough money that sometimes that she don't have to work as much, so she can have a job, but she's not spending majority of her work day or work week in an office. And so they want to do away with the middle class, because if you could do away with the middle class, you can't get the rich people to do what you want, and that's cool because it's not a lot. But you can get everybody else to do exactly what you want. They can get everybody else. If you notice, the amount of being able to own a home has went tremendously up. It's went tremendously up. You damn near can't afford a home by yourself. You can afford an apartment, but your car note's so high. You damn near cannot afford a home by yourself. In our culture, we still want to drive Mercedes-Benz. We want to drive foreign. See, white folks had already figured that out. They'll get a big, nice-ass house and drive a Subaru, which you got the best crash rating, and then they can get a big Subaru that's got a great engine that's going to drive all day, all-wheel drive. They'll drive that. Put no Forgianos on that motherfucker, no tent, so they just live in their means. Some of them can afford the Range Rover, but most of them, they have a nice home, and the cars ain't really shit. We have an apartment, but our cars cost more than the apartment. Our rims sometimes cost more than the car. But it's the white man's fault because we don't make decisions with our money like we should. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this black immigrant stuff. Let me show it to you. And why we always so nice. And I think this brother broke it down so elegant, man. That's why they ain't going to like him. They're not going to like this brother. Dennis Sperling, they're not going to like him. But he's speaking what a lot of men, real men, should be speaking. Normal men, not trying to be no rapper, not trying to be no freak, nickel, but men.
Roadshow, Chef Ariette Danesca wowed fans with her Haitian, African, Caribbean, Spanish, and French-inspired dishes. Danesca is also president of the Virginia Association of Haitian Americans.
Now, see, what an ignorant statement. See, this is what they try to do. They try to put whatever negative thing that person is thinking. And I'm sorry, Wes, you went down this negative track. You could have asked me a question. So what you think we should do? And then I could have gave you an answer. So, but to asking me, so is white culture ideal culture? You're not white. You have your own culture, don't you? My culture, I'm a Geechee nigga. We ain't come over here being violent, doing all we was already here, but we ain't violent until you make us violent. And then we go over the top. But we some cool, chill, funny, drinking, chilling ass people. We used to have our own farms. Men were men when I was growing up. People had their own shit. Men didn't look for another man to get them nothing. Now you got grown men running to other men. If you go find a rapper, you got 10 niggas following him so they can get some money off of him. You go find a ball player, you got 10 dudes, they come out with these sayings, to hang with a millionaire is gonna make you be a millionaire. That's bullshit. There's a lot of people that hang with millionaires and go to prison. There's a lot of people that hang with millionaires and be broke as fuck. They're homeboy that none of the girls like. Just because you hang with a millionaire ain't gonna get you shit. Why are you hanging with a millionaire anyway? Why you ain't up working so you can get $1 million? They tell you these things just so you can do nothing. It just don't make no sense. I didn't become a millionaire by talking about hanging with no nigga. That don't even make no sense. If you think about what they're telling you, it makes no sense. Why do you want to be a millionaire so bad? There's plenty of people living great without being a millionaire. A lot of millionaires living fucked up because they got $1 million and you know about it. Why do you want to be a millionaire so bad? Does it take $1 million for you to live good? I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, it is what it is.
You've seen how
Ooh, baby, you can open that restaurant back in Haiti. I'm sure they have a place for you down there in Haiti. You can open that. I mean, it sounds so delicious. French, Spanish, and what else did she say for Haitian cuisine? That sounds delicious. You can go down there, make some of that turtle soup and turtle pie down there. But I don't want any of you all to say anything about this woman's eyebrows. Okay, none of you are allowed to say anything about this beautiful, beautiful woman's eyebrows. I will ban you forever if you speak about her eyebrows. Okay, I'm just gonna say that now. We're gonna go.
Nice, clever way to bring attention to the eyebrows without getting flagged. Yeah, I do that too. They still flag my ass. I said, this is a beautiful black woman with them nice, beautiful teeth. They flagged my ass for harassing and bullying.
Go ahead and let her speak.
ICE has conducted operations on other cities. Are you concerned that those types of snatchings could take place here?
Yes, I'm very, very concerned about that because it can happen at any time.
2 years ago, Janeska
I'm
and other
sorry.
Haitians.
You ever seen somebody and their voice don't match their face? I'm sorry, excuse me. I apologize for being petty. Somebody type petty in the chat room.
So
Go ahead.
president of the
Let me just play that
Virginia
again. Shout out to
Association of
Ted.
Haitian
I know,
Americans.
serious. I know,
You've
but
seen how ICE has conducted operations on other cities. Are you concerned that those types of snatchings could take place here?
Yes, I'm very, very concerned about that because it can.
that's such a pleasant voice. It's so pleasant. Look, if you talk to her on the phone after you met her on Bumble or something like that, yeah, I didn't see your picture. It was kind of distorted a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Her, beautiful voice. So beautiful. Go ahead, baby. Keep talking.
It can happen at any time.
2 years ago, Janeska and other Haitians met with Tenoyer side after Vice President J.D. Vance spread a racist trope that Haitians in Ohio were eating cats and dogs.
Eating
It's
cats. Eating
disgusting.
dogs.
It's very disgusting. It's just straight out racist.
I mean, her eyebrows go in the front and up at the out, and they so long. Look at them eyebrows, man. That's amazing, baby. You got like 2 eyebrows tacked together. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
It's very racist.
Haiti remains on the State Department do not travel list.
Ooh.
Esther Pierre, a former Wavy TV newscaster, was born in
I bet she can cook. I'd eat at the restaurant.
Haiti and was relocated to Virginia when she was an infant. If you were to land in Haiti and people see you, would they try to rob you?
Oh yes, it is so dangerous.
Why would they try to rob you? Black Lives Matter. This was crazy. People from Haiti come over here and fly the Haitian flag. And people from Saudi Arabia, Islam, wherever they're from, wherever they war-torn country they escape. Why is it that they get to come over here and goddamn still run their flag up like they like where they from? If it's bad like that where you from, then put an American flag on your back. We saved you. Why would you want to come over here, represent a country that you don't feel safe in? I don't understand that. You come over here, talk shit about us, say we don't do things right, but then if somebody say go back to Haiti, you act like somebody done stole your Christmas. Why not come here and respect America? Why not wear the American flag? I don't get it. Why not assimilate? Won't say none of this in a Haitian's face. Why wouldn't I say, why not assimilate to America in a Haitian's face? What are you talking about? I would ask that question. It's a question. Don't you know this is the United States of America? It ain't Haiti. So what, you think you could pull out a switchblade and do something to me? That don't make no sense. I'm asking a question. I really want to know the question, the answer to my question.
That I wouldn't even try to go back to Haiti.
Hold on a minute, but they keep saying Haiti's superior to America and all that type of stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all got to make up y'all mind.
This brother just said the same thing. That's a logical question. How you come from Mexico and you say you running from Mexico because you don't have work opportunity, but then you waving the flag and want to burn the American flag. I can understand the Mexicans that wear their flag but still respect America. I'm cool with that. I'm understand. I got a Haitian friend. He wears his Haitian flag, but he don't have no problem with America. I got some Zoe friends. They love they flag, but they respect America. I'm just want to ask. You say I wouldn't say something in front of a Haitian. My homeboy is a Zoe. What are you talking about? This boy is crazy. We don't tell men what they can say and not say. You have conversations with a man, clown.
Y'all gonna be superior, or y'all too afraid to go back to the country that y'all love? Why y'all still got them flags out? You love it so much. Going back there and make Haiti great again. But again, I'm always gonna be empathetic to these beautiful people. Beautiful, beautiful people. We share the very same history in that they were captured and brought to Haiti, and many of our ancestors were captured and brought to the United States. And so I empathize with them. But all this shit talking, let me just remind y'all of who we dealing with, okay? Because see, it's easy to be lulled into. It's easy to be lulled into. Oh, they are people and whatnot. But golly, they just.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Hey.
How you doing? Black America, how are you? How are you? Now, here's the thing, Black Americans. Here's the thing. I'm going back to
We don't
MAGA
really
tomorrow,
like
right?
you.
Tomorrow.
Hold on now. You Haitian. Why are you talking to Black Americans now? I ain't never get online and say Haitian Americans or Haitian people. Let me tell you something. Why are you getting online talking to Black Americans? All right.
Tomorrow, I'm back at MAGA, but I got to give you one more day. Just one more day because I went into my inbox.
You don't need
I
to.
went into my inbox, so let me make it clear, Black America. Can I just make it very clear for you?
I don't really care.
I am not a part of your race baiting. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not doing that. The intention.
You the one that told us we were all on welfare and we need to work harder. That was very white
My
supremacy.
inbox, and here's what she said. She said that us Caribbean people don't realize what they went through.
Okay.
Now, I'm trying to understand you, my sister, because let me give you a little bit of history. Can I just give it to you?
We don't need to understand your history because we're not in your country. That's why your history is irrelevant to us. If we decide to move to Haiti or one of your Caribbean countries, it would be intelligent of us to learn your history, but you're in our country, so your experiences don't matter to us. You're here. You need to try to figure out who you're dealing with here. That's basic respect. But I'm gonna let you finish because I know they don't want me to interrupt you, but the arrogance, somebody type the arrogance in the chat room.
Now, what's wrong with saying what he said? What's wrong with saying that? Everybody want to come here and get us to hear their struggle and go off of what they talking about. We can't go to Mexico and tell some Mexicans about our black struggle. They're gonna look at us, come around, no English. No English, I don't give a fuck about it. And then when we walk off, they speak English like a motherfucker. Who the hell was that nigga? No, you can't go nowhere and tell nobody about your black struggles in America. Why everybody coming over here to America telling us they struggle? I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sorry to hear that, but don't come over here telling us Nathaniel. I don't go over to Jamaica and tell Jamaicans shit. I respect their culture. I had fun in Jamaica. Some of the nicest people I met in Jamaica. Rasta, brother, we smoke, we chill. I would never go over there and disrespect their culture and say anything. I'm gonna stay quiet. I don't know shit, so I ain't gonna say shit. That's just life. But you have so many people coming over here trying to insert themselves in American business. And I think we got to stop that. That's just me.
Before there was a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., there was a man called Marcus Messiah Garvey.
Marcus Messiah Garvey was a scamming Jamaican who came to this country in 1916 and immediately.
Damn. Hold on now. I ain't know he was gonna say that. Damn. Man, I was taught all about Marcus Garvey. I read a book about Marcus Garvey. I thought he was a hero. Damn. Let me drink my water to that one. Dang. He said, I got to sub up to him, laugh out loud. Man, I didn't know he was going to say that. He said, oh, he done it now. Hey, shit. No, I'm going to hear him out. I don't know what he's about to say, but he said he was a scammer. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. Dr. Marcus Garvey. Ifatunde. The Eligible Marcus Garvey Academy. Ifatunde. Donations. Holy shit. Holy shucks. Isn't Umar Johnson the descendant of Marcus Garvey? Wait a minute. I could have sworn I heard Dr. Umar Johnson say, Ifatunde, the Honorable Marcus Garvey Academy, and he act like he kin to Marcus Garvey. Damn. But they not related, but he did say this though, right? Damn, boy, that's crazy. I'm gonna find a video of Dr. Umar Johnson saying, Ifatunde, the Honorable Marcus Garvey, such academy. Yeah. Interesting. Shut up and get the money, Black Queen. Yeah. Boy, that grift is strong, boy. Shit.
With here, that's basic respect. But I'm gonna let you finish because I know they don't want me to figure out in our country. So one of your careers is basic respect. But I'm gonna let you finish because I know they don't want me to interrupt you. But the arrogance, somebody type the arrogance in the chat room.
Before there was a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., there was a man called Marcus Messiah Garvey.
Marcus Messiah Garvey was a scamming Jamaican who came to this country in 1916 and immediately began to undermine the American progression that we have. He scammed Black Americans out of $600,000, which would be the equivalent of $12 million. By 1919, he was indicted by the federal government for mail fraud because he was sending out brochures with pictures of boats. One he called the Phyllis Wheatley, which he didn't even own. It wasn't even called the Phyllis Wheatley. Okay, so Marcus Garvey ended up going to prison and then deported back to Jamaica. So again, would you like to try again? Would you like to try? He was the one that wanted us to leave America and all the infrastructure that we created in the 15 to 18 million square miles worth of land, which is equivalent to about 4 states, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, and leave this and go back to Africa. Just leave it for the white folk. Just leave our houses and our businesses and the roads and the colleges that we built.
And come again and say, what? He wanted us to leave here and go back to Africa where they slaves right now in 2026 in Africa? It's white people, it's British people slaving Africans right now in South Africa, in Libya. And they slaving each other. It's other Africans beating the hell out of other Africans. We'll be running up the street getting whipped by other black people right now if we was in Africa. Got me fucked up.
And just go back down. He came up in after 3 years. He decided to interject himself into our business. Somebody type FBA business in the chat room. And so when you bring up Marcus Garvey, you bring up somebody who not only did he come up here with the scameration, somebody type scameration, he also came up here with the division. Because remember, because our quote unquote elite, which he called the talented 10th, didn't want to go along with his scamming plan. They said, look, where's all the money, Marcus? You done took the black folk money. We could use that to build skill stuff we got going. He said, oh, no, y'all just a bunch of light-skinned sellouts. Y'all just want to be a bunch of white folk. So guess what they did? They called the equivalent of the ICE. They said, look, J. Edgar Hoover, we got this blackjack making. We want you to pick up and send home. And that's what they did. And then he got mad at that, said it was a bunch of light-skinned haters. No, you were a scammer. Okay, Mr. Marcus Garvey, you was a scammer. So I'm gonna let this lady go ahead and finish because I know y'all told me y'all don't want me to interrupt. So I'm not gonna interrupt anymore. But it was a 6-year time period between when Marcus Garvey showed up on that boat from Jamaica and when he got put in jail. And it was 4 years after that he went home. He created all that chaos. That's a tether. He created all that chaos in less than 6 years. So that's what you get for letting folk in your business, FBA family. I'm just saying. But I'm going to go ahead and let the lady finish. Praise my.
Damn. This is why they don't want to let intelligent black grown men on television no more. And this is why you got to be a part of a group. And I'm not going to say what specific group, but you got to be a part of a group in order to say things. And now with the internet, everybody can say everything. And sometimes you come across things like this that you may not know, that you can actually go look up and research now. 6 years he was over here. He's saying he caused division. Okay. I ain't going to take his word for it. I'm going to look for it. We'll see. This is new information for me. They made Marcus Garvey sound like a hero. What did he do once he got back to Haiti? Did he revolutionize Haiti? Or what did he do when he got there? What did he do? KB, why you say is like that, beating the hell out of each other? They is. They chasing other black people up the street, whipping them.
Who left Jamaica and came to America to fight for a civil rights movement.
Put out of Jamaica, ma'am. Ran up out of Jamaica. That's what he did. Yes.
If you don't believe me, go look it up.
I looked it up, studied it. Scameration. Somebody type scamming in the chat room.
Go look it up.
Scameration.
So don't you tell me that we don't understand what you went.
I understand that he came up here scamming and took $12 million, which was equivalent to 2026 money, was 600. That's what I understand. Scameration and division.
Because we were there going through it with you. Marcus Garvey didn't track to come to America to fight civil rights for Jamaicans. He fought civil rights for you, the American black people.
Marcus Garvey came up here to scam poor black Americans who liked the way he talked and thought he was down for us. That's what it was. That's what he came. The people liked him because there's plenty of slick talking people to come over here with scammery ideas, but it didn't get us anymore.
Damn. He said Marcus Garvey came from Jamaica to scam. I was saying Haiti. I apologize. He said Marcus Garvey came from Jamaica to scam. When they sent him back to Jamaica, what did he do? He was shipped to England and died. Dang. So he didn't get to go back to Jamaica? He had to go to England. So he took a long smoke break.
That's why he ended up in prison and got sent back to Jamaica. Somebody type deportee back in chat room. Deported boy. So
as I said, I came here to remind you that your treatment towards the Haitian people is wrong, and I'm not going to take back my talk.
Okay. So why, since you're Jamaican, like why the Jamaicans? You know those Jamaicans that landed in Portland, Jamaica, not Portland, Oregon. Why'd y'all send them back? Because it's my understanding that the Jamaicans are not taking any Haitians either. You want America to take them. The other Caribbean islands don't want them, but you just want them. I'm just saying, because it seemed like the pot calling the kettle black to me. Why don't y'all take the Haitians? If you know America's so horrible, why don't y'all take them down in Barbados? Where's all the Bajans at? Where's all Dominicans? Why don't y'all take some of these Haitians off our head? Since y'all love each other, since we ain't got this Caribbean. Jamaicans, come on, take these Haitians. Y'all can come get them. Since we so wrong, right? Since America's so wrong, because it can't. But I want y'all to remember, Black Americans voted against this. But she got all this smoke for Black Americans because they said we told you so. You don't have nothing to say to white folk. White folk, this is how we get treated. This is how we get treated. Black people voted against this, and yet people like this are blaming Black people because we're tired of the scameration. We're tired of the disrespect. You see what I'm saying? I mean, look, y'all can look. Uncle D got love for you, baby. I got love for you, but we got to speak the truth on this page, right? Go on to Cuba. Go on to Cuba. Get y'all little, y'all little Caribbean unity. Go ahead, go to Cuba. If it's so bad, we so bad of us. We so bad, we don't want to work. We all on welfare. We all violent. Go ahead and go down and hang out in Jamaica and Cuba and whatnot. So bad, we're such horrible people. Go eat your little beef patties down there. And leave us your little curry goat and roti and sorrel. Get all that down there. Go to Trinidad. I want all the Haitians just get your boat and go to Trinidad. That's what I want you to do. The Trinidadians want you. Okay, go hang out with the people in what's that down there? Trinidad and Tobago. Go to both of them. That's what you do. All right. But again, this is the disrespect that Black Americans are tired of. But again, we voted to keep folk coming up here. I just want somebody type 92% in the chat room.
While the Haitians were here working hard, you guys were buying Nikes, Adidas, and Pumas. You were supporting the music industry. When those people were working night and day, they don't sleep.
We were supporting the music industry while they were working night. You mean like what? Trina? I don't know. Uncle Luke, Nicki Minaj. Who else were we supporting? Lil Kim, Biggie Smalls. All of them are Caribbean. Biggie is from Jamaica. Lil Kim is Jamaican. Luke, Pop, he's Bayesian, right? Nicki Minaj is from Trinidad. So, and it's funny, all of them have the same thing in common. All that degenerate hip hop that invaded the rap industry, all oriented from those Caribbean roots. I'm just pointing it out since you want to talk about it, since we supported the music industry that you don't like, right? And y'all can verify what I'm saying. I've done broadcasts on these folks. You can look it up for yourself. All that degenerate music and stuff came from those influences. Look it up. Check it out. It's my opinion that the whole East Coast, West Coast beef was the fact that you had all these Caribbean folk on the East Coast, and they literally thought they were better than folk down South. And that's why they always used to put the South. And who's down South? FBA. And who's from that primarily in places like New York? Even in New York, FBA will tell you it's mostly Caribbean folk. And y'all look down on Black Americans. How do you come to another group's country, an indigenous group of people? You come to their country and talk stuff about them? Black people would never go to Jamaica and disrespect Jamaica. We would never go places like Belize and disrespect the Garifano. I messed that name up, but we wouldn't do that. We're not those type of people. Black folk go places and be quiet. Even that issue that was going on last year in Jamaica when the hurricane hit and people were mad, complaining about how they couldn't take a shower and so on and so forth. Those are other Caribbean people complaining about the accommodations at that Jamaican hotel that ran out of food. That's not it. We don't do that. Of course, you might not want to take a boat ride, on a Carnival cruise, because unless you bring your boxing gloves with you, but that's pretty much how we get down, baby. We're going to ride there on the boat, get off there, buy something from the Indian people for a couple hours and get back on the boat and go back, get some of that sweet lemonade, that juice that they have at the bar. We're not trying to miss the evening meal. You understand? We're trying to get ready so we can go to our special meal and not be late. You understand? It took 3 days to book it. The trip is going to be over in 7, so we got to go ahead and do that. That's what we do. Okay, we might box with you a little bit. We might.
Yeah, we might fight with you, but that's about it. But he right. We're not going nowhere and doing none of that. Black folks ain't going nowhere to talk about nobody's culture and telling Jamaicans, Mexicans, Haitians, nobody nothing. We coming over trying to party. We coming over trying to get some of your women. We coming over there to chill. We ain't coming over there to do all that. We don't give a damn about your politics. We don't care nothing about nothing what's going on in your country. We usually coming in there to turn up. I'm just gonna be honest. We're not gonna come say nothing. So hey, I'm coming to have a good time, not for a long time.
What? I can't believe where's my goddamn Newport's at. Shit. Who you talking to at the goddamn club? Goddamn 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning. You goddamn bring your ass back in here, Lisa. We might do that. But we're not gonna be just disrespecting people like that, man. And that's not cool, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and let her finish. Do y'all like me better talking or being quiet? Because I could be quiet if you want me to. Let me know. Y'all want me to go back to being quiet? Just let her talk. I can do it. Whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm.
You were getting your food stamps, your Section 8, your checks for free.
Mm.
You didn't realize that free comes with a price?
Hey, I like your commentary. Give your commentary. You're not going to please everybody, and you don't got to take my opinion, but I like your perspective. I like your commentary. So I don't just want to hear no angry lady just running her damn mouth. When you talk over it and give your commentary and perspective, it like aligns. It'd be like, oh, shit, I ain't the only motherfucker think like that. So that's why you got to hear different people's perspective and not just this perspective I don't agree with.
Because now you see people elevating, stepping up, and you're just stranded right where you started and feel like you're going nowhere. Here's the thing, don't blame your own black people. As I said, look into
Hold on a minute.
yourself. Look deep into yourself.
You are not our own. You are not our, y'all have a.
You bet I do. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. You want to believe in somebody going into somebody's house and just taking off your shoes and doing what you want. No, I go to Jamaica. I respect Jamaica. I'm very polite. I'm very humble. I'm a part of the culture. I drink the jelly. I dance with the ladies. I'm respectful. Ain't no need for me to come to somebody else's house and be disrespectful. That's how you get hurt. You want me to listen to a lady that's complaining about America after she came over here. I don't think that's cool. I don't think it's cool. If somebody came to my house and complaining, the first thing I would say is go back home. You don't have to be here. That's just common nature. That's common knowledge. What are you talking about?
Y'all would tell people, no, I'm not Black American. I'm Jamaican. I'm not Black American. I'm Caribbean. Matter of fact, y'all look down. What do you mean? Our own people. Hold on a minute. Let me look. I distinctly remember y'all saying we have our own nation. Now we are the same people. That was a good one. You tried to sneak it in on me. Didn't work. We caught that. Somebody typed, we caught that. We ain't the same, baby. We not the same. We not the same people. No. And y'all, we tried to be the same people for years, but you all said we not the same people. That's what y'all told us. You said we have no culture. Remember y'all told us we don't have a culture? Y'all told us that. Y'all told us, we slaves and plantations. That's what you told us. And so now you low-key talking about we the same people. So now I see why you're angry. You're angry because we don't want to come save you like we're the same people. You want us to come jump in front of those guns. You think you better than us. You want us to come take them water hoses and dogs and stuff. You want us to come tackle ICE. That's what you want us to do. When they come there trying to, take you back to Jamaica.
Yeah, they want us to get whipped on again. We good at get whipped on. We shall overcome. Wow. We shall overcome. Oh, shit. We shall overcome. Crash. Yeah, we good at that and not doing nothing about it. So, yeah, the Haitians and Jamaicans don't really go for that. But we good at taking an ass whipping. So they want us to go out there on the front line, take a whipping, cry to white people to fix it, sue the city, get some money. We good at that part. So that's what she want us to do. But we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
Jamaica and round you up and Haiti and whatnot. You want us to come interfere. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. We did that. Our ancestors did that. We are beyond that. Okay. We are as the ladies say, booked and busy. Said we are rested. This is your fight. We did everything we were going to do was done at the polls in November 2 years ago in 2024. And it's on you. I'm just saying, pretty girl. I'm just a pretty melted faced lady.
Man, this one has everything. A 12.
I keep sneezing. This is why I'm out the algorithm, boy. They keep trying to play other people's videos when I already had another video ready to play. I must have missed and canceled that video. Let me start a new tab and find it. I had a new video. I was going to get off live and start another one because I can turn on the monetization on my channel now because it's already on. I just need to turn it on. Well, I need to get one more video in because it ain't about that. I need to get one more video in before I walk the dog. Oh, where'd it go? You mother clucker. Excuse me. Dang. Where did the video go? That ain't it. Oh, there you go. I want to show y'all something. This is how I know this coach ain't what y'all think it is. Because these rappers are starting to feel the ramifications of what they done put out. What you put out, you get back. That boy was trying to tell them, boy, that rapper D1, he trying to tell him what you put out, you get back. The sins of the father, let's go. 9 Mad TV, salute.
Everybody been losing this game. Everybody better know dead, guys. Real fun. I lost the game 2 days. I grew up with guys, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, folks? Like, niggas don't understand that shit. You playing these games, they never lost. They really losing this game. Folks never get off the line. I lost every game. Tired of this shit, man. I made this video, to be honest with y'all. I just want to know y'all opinion. My son, he's 18. It kind of started like, you know, he all a good kid, came out here to Vegas. I'm trying to save his life and change him and put him in a better environment. And a lot of people like, you still King Yellow. He looked at my son lived in O Block, then lived in the Gardens too in Chicago, thinking he'd beat him. You know what I'm saying? Went against what I stood for and did him. But always been an honor roll student. Always passed his classes, always did good, never got suspended until like last year or the year before. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bloodhound Lil Jeff came out and fucked my son up, man. That really fucked my son up. All these kids up. The Dirks, the Pooh Shiesties, even King Yellows, because I probably not messed a lot of people's kids up. Or at least I try to change the situation, right? But my son go to Chicago 2024, come back. Oh, bro, who the fuck you think you is? Man, that really fucked my son up.
I want y'all to listen to what he said. Y'all listen to what he said.
Like last year or the year before. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bloodhound Lil Jeff came out and fucked my son up, man.
Now, I don't know who Bloodhound Lil Jeff is, but he probably rapping some stuff that the powers that be want him to rap, and the powers that be want him to say this, you know, this type of stuff. And King Yella is openly admitting that he probably perpetuated this same cycle. And now he knows what it is now that he's an adult trying to raise a child. This is King Yella. I don't know what his son did, but his son apparently following some rapper and going down the wrong path, and probably the same path that his father went down at one point. But now, as an older man who had a chance to grow and become an adult, maybe he wants his son not to go down that path of prison. The man just say all of his friends are gone. Who want to live a life where I have a bunch of people around me that I say I love, and they say, no, all of them gone? How does that make any sense?
That really fucked my son up. All these kids up. The Dirks, the Pooh Shiesties, even King Yellows, because I probably not messed a lot of people's kids up. Or at least I try to change the situation, right? But my son go to Chicago 2024, come back. Oh, bro, who the fuck you think you is? Bloodhound Lil Jeff? Fine off 1,700, all these little man.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. I don't think my son been the same. Ain't been the same. Still was doing good, going to school, get kicked out of school, say he was selling pens. I don't know, I ain't seen him. Get kicked out of school, go to jail, he's 18. They dropped the case. I moved out my house, Mama Lean gone. Let me tell y'all my real story. I got kicked out of my crib, gambled the money, couldn't pay rent. I paid for a crib, ran off with the money. I gambled the other money, lost. I got a 7-day notice to get kicked out. Got to move in with my little brother. This shit real. This year. The devil working. At my little brother's house.
Damn. See, y'all think celebrities mean anything. The man going through it just like anybody else. The man say he got kicked out staying with his little brother. The man said his son got charges. And all of this is because, in my opinion, choices that we all make. I've made them to live in disarray. We all make them. I still make them. I just don't make as severe choices as other people. But we all make mistakes. And he's sharing his, and I'm not judging him. But that's wild, man. I hope somebody listen to this and take heed to what he's saying. Because I'm listening. Even though I'm at a different point, but I'm still listening because I have sons. And I haven't always been there. I had to work. So I'm still listening. I don't want this to happen to one of my kids.
My son over there, I'm trying to get back on my feet, figure life out, do everything. Now remind you, I'm just took 30, 40,000. I lose it gambling. This is bad, bro. My son running all over the place. Fake getting into it with his uncle, they tripping with pipes. Now this just to scroll down, man. You know, I bust me a 1-2, move into a new spot, you know. Mama Ling and them come back out here, my son in the streets. He 18. Now all I could do is talk to him and tell him, son, da-da-da this, da-da-da that. Can't force him to do nothing, he 18. You know what I'm saying? Good kid, man. Very smart and intelligent.
Yeah, you can't force him to do nothing. I kicked my son ass at 18. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. We go to jail for it, boy. If you out here in these streets, you're gonna have to show me you street. Yeah, show me first. Before you show anybody else, you're gonna have to show me. Now, if I didn't raise him and he was just in the streets, and that's on his mama. Learned behavior. I just don't understand. Ain't no kid of mine that grow up in the house with me gonna be a street nigga. Not gonna happen. He gonna have to come through me, and I'm big enough to stop him. And see, that's what they don't want in houses. Ain't no missing curfew. Ain't no jumping out the window. You jump out that window, where else you gonna go? You gonna call the police and hope they arrest you. So you're not gonna jump out the window. So when you have that type of structure and discipline, that's what they don't want. My kid would never be no street nigga living in my house. It ain't gonna happen. I know how to do what Lil John them said, throw them bowls. You call it whatever you want to call it. I call it discipline.
Around me, he know not to do nothing in my face. Even if I get to tripping, he can pop. All right, I apologize. Like he won't put the extra to argue back with me, to fight with me, to make no trouble. So he doing everything under the sun. I ain't gonna say what he doing. Just know he not moving righteous. So I get baptized. And you know, I got babies running around my house. Like when I say I like stepped away from a lot, like my homies like, folks, it ain't, you know, it's separation for elevation. My back against the wall, I lost everything. Lost my cars, lost houses, walking, got a call for rides. Nobody there like you think they're gonna be there for you. But this guy opened his eye. Man, get back on your shit and get back to who you is. You dig what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna be there for you like you gonna be there for you. And the people you think gonna be there for you, they ain't gonna be there for you. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't even do none of this, but this is a part of my story. And I had this on my chest, and I wanted to just let this out because it was eating me up inside. And I get baptized. Like before I get baptized, I'm just feeling dark clouds.
Man, I respect the hell out of King Yellow for saying this. Man, it take a lot to say this. This man telling you his trials and tribulations on camera. It's raw. It's authentic. He gonna get judged for it. He gonna get disrespected for it. But it's his real, true story. He chose to tell it. This is King Yellow, the guy out of Chicago, was part of the first group of the drill rappers. And he's showing you that, hey, it ain't all sweet. It ain't no good go of it. But this man giving his testimony. And it's a real one. Ain't nothing in them streets for you. Ain't nobody gonna give a damn about you. It ain't nothing but pain, regret, and old stories. That's it. Lost women, lost children. That's all it is. Abandoned, beautiful women, and lost children. That's what the streets is leaving. Oh, and broken men.
Out over me, I'm just not feeling right, losing all my money, everything. It just seems like I ain't doing nothing right. Nothing I'm doing right. Mama Ling act like she don't want to be with me no more. Nothing, no one like at home is uncomfortable. We just like cellies, like we just living, we ain't touching, we ain't kissing, ain't no good morning, ain't nothing, just like I'm just feeling like what's going on with my life? You know what I'm saying? I'm losing me. I'm looking at myself looking fat, looking stupid, not even, man, that ain't him. I'm him. Like what? King Yellow, I never had a problem with getting a woman or a woman. Man, my own woman don't even want to be bothered with me. What's going on? What? Is you serious? Let me get back to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of that shit take a toll. Take a toll. You know, you don't feel the love, you don't feel the affection, you don't feel nothing. So really around here lost. So I'm like, let me get myself together. I'm crashing out, doing dumb shit, we tripping, da-da-da-da. You know, some just told me, man, it's time to cleanse yourself. Cleanse yourself. Not saying that, oh, I'm turning to a preacher, I'm this, that, I'm that. But I had so much skeleton, so much hovering over me that I had to cleanse that for myself, for me. You did what I'm saying? Not for y'all, but for y'all. Because a better version of me is a better version for y'all. I wake up one morning, my sons, I see something on my camera, pimping out the bathroom, everybody sleep. Hey son, what you gonna do with your life? Like, we ain't doing this. I ain't bring you out here to do none of this. I ain't bring you to Vegas for you to be around this motherfucker. If that's the case, go back to your mama crib in the gardens and go out there and keep people and do all the shit that Chicago is doing. Papa, I ain't trying to live like that. I'm just trying to give me some money. Son, all money ain't good money. They got up with Larry Hoover, they got up with everybody. They got up with El Chapo, they got up with everybody. They gonna get up with you, they got up with me. You can't beat these people, you ain't smarter than these people. Boop, running in and out the house. He pop, all right, understandable. Wake up, 2 days later, phone call. Now I wake up, my son's home. My son ain't even in there. He usually come in, oh, he ain't here. But sometimes he don't come in, so, okay, I ain't think nothing of it. Hello? What's up, little cuz? That little cuz don't call me with certain shit. Something ain't right. What's going on? Man, what's up? You heard what happened? Heard what happened what? Your son locked up. My son locked up? Huh? I just talked to this little man. What your son locked up for? Your son locked up. Robberies. What? I ain't never saw my son do no shit like that. What is y'all talking? Bond, $200K, $50,000 to walk. Man, I ain't even got $50 right now. I'm going through it. Son, call, son. It ain't nothing I can do. The laws get their hands on me. I just told you how life goes. 2 days. It's the devil working. My baby's sitting in the cell right now. He's sitting in the cell right now. I feel like I failed my boy, man. Y'all don't even know how that shit eating me up on the inside. I feel like I failed my boy, man. I feel like I failed my boy, man. He just seeing his pop struggling, going through it. Ain't no telling what he done went out here and did, man. Trying to provide, trying to help. Now the devil done got him. It's gonna be a fight, a mean fight. He got a lot of crazy charges.
And that's why I say these kids think they're trying to help and they end up getting in more trouble. But like I said, I appreciate his testimony because he didn't have to say all this. But this is the sins of the father. This is the environment. It's learned behavior. And this is raw. This is authentic. This is the rap game. This is our culture. This is a man saying, I was a part of this culture. I helped destroy it. And now my kids are being affected by it. And he don't have the money to fight cases like other celebrity kids. So who knows? His kid may have to deal with a real ride. But when these kids grow up this way, if he had a baseline of showing this kid hard work, then maybe his son would have went and got a trade. But when your father is a street cat, then sometimes they want to live up to what their father did. So that's why, regardless of what you say about me, bus, whatever, I didn't get them white folks my flesh. I stayed free. I'm a successful man. And so hopefully my kids can learn. It don't matter what the fuck a motherfucker call you. You know, in real life, though, there's some people that'll trade places with me, but I wouldn't trade places with them. So, ouchie.
This shit hurt my soul, man. I try to do everything I can to have my kids with a better life. Soon I get baptized, trying to change myself. They like my boy. He 18. He ain't been in no trouble on the road.
Ooh, there go the biggest test, boy. That's God working in this dude's life, boy. Soon as he get baptized, soon as he trying to change his life, that's when always something happens. That's when a dude that you know ain't like that run up on you and act like he like that. Now, that's when you go through your biggest trials and tribulations because God want to see. Nigga, this is a test. Are you really playing? How many times I done saved you, you called on me, and you went right back to the streets? Are you for real? It's time for you to prove something. Right now, God squirreling you, beating you up. He DPing you. Yeah, you get DP'd in the game. God jumping you in to the Christianity. Well, at least let's see if you could persevere, or are you just saying this? Let's see if I don't give you everything you want, will you still love me? Let's see if you go through something, will you curse God, or will you still love him? Let's see if you're going to be patient enough to follow the plan, or do you want instant gratification? Because that's where we come from, a culture of instant gratification. It's a lot of people only talk to God when they shot, when they're in jail. Oh, God, when they bleeding. Please, God, when they drunk. Oh, God, when we in a cell. You don't call on God for nothing else. So now God going to put you through it. You've taken away from other people in our community. You don't know how many lives you affected with this drill music. You got to go through something. God got to show you why you was wrong. Now he's going to show you through your own son. Because guess what? You did somebody else's son like that. So unfortunately, the sins of the father hitting you home. You know, this is karma. This is what happens. Some people don't believe in karma. I just believe in energy. When you put that type of energy out, it comes full circle. And now the same energy that he was putting out made him home with his child. And I'm not saying that I'm happy that it's happening to him, but if he stay the course, stay strong, he'll be able to guide his son up out of that. God will give him the tools that he need. If he keep working out, keep building himself, working on himself, God will give him the tools that he need to help bring his son up out of that. And then his son will keep his son from being in that. Because his son will be better than him. After his son learned this lesson, he'll say, oh, hell no. I'm going to be a better man. I'm going to show my kid this ain't what it is. But sometimes they got to touch the stove. The fire hot. So he got to go do it, unfortunately.
Student been doing good his whole life, man. I ain't never been locked up for no robbery, none of that type of shit. I got locked up, let right out. His shit was 180, went up to 200 after he went to court. Man, they finna try to wash my board, man. And I ain't in no position. YouTube ain't paying me how it usually pay. I ain't in no position I barely out here helping myself, man. I'm just being real with y'all. This is a lot. I spent so much money on cars, clothes, jewelry, getting it off, liquor, trying to be cool. The rich real with you. I ain't in no position I barely out here helping myself, man. I'm just being real with y'all. This is a lot. I spent so much money on cars, clothes, jewelry, getting it off, liquor.
What I told y'all, drip, 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 drip. They got them rappers singing to you niggas, singing buffoonery to you niggas. Drip, 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 drip. Them niggas got a drip. And then the girls, they sing about prostitution. You gonna pay me for this coochie or you ain't gonna get none. Prostitution and drip, drip, drip. That's all we about now. A grown man that's making enough money to take care of his family, gambling $40,000 at a table. 40 bands. This is something that'll buy you a small car, down payment on a home, nice home. College tuition, you can sit $1,000, $2,000 in the account, and that money will grow over time. Spending money on liquor, clothes, we all do it. But do you put something aside for rainy days? Do people put something aside? You know what's crazy? Like, I put my money towards my business. Sometimes I got a boatload of money, and the next time I done spent it on the excavator. I done spent it on this. I done spent it on that. But I'm spending it on things that's going to generate me some income. It might be a little slower income, but it's income. But people are spending money on things that bring them nothing. They spending money on pants. You don't get nothing out of no goddamn pants. You might get a girl to take off her pants, but if you work out, you talk smooth, you can get her to take her pants off with that. But we spending money on things that don't make no sense. Why do we not look good or feel like we look good already? Why we got to put on $1,000 pants? Why we got to put on all this stupid shit? I'm wearing a Bus Life shirt. I look good in this motherfucking shirt. I can tell you that. Shit.
Trying to be cool. The rich don't do that, man. I done lost myself, man. I had to find myself again. I'm finding myself, man. And I made this video, man, for self-awareness. To let y'all know, we all go through it, man. We all humans. Mike Tyson went broke, MC Hammer went broke. Adrian Bruno went broke. These multi-millionaires. Gonna hit the lottery, went broke. This shit can happen. No money management, no, ain't got your mind right, drunk. Every day, you're gonna lose your money, you're gonna lose yourself. You might lose your life.
Hey, that was real. Hey, that was real. He said some real authentic stuff from the heart. That was real. So listen, y'all, I'm gonna close this one out. We done been up here 3 hours. I've been standing up for damn near 3 hours, doing push-ups and standing up for 3 hours. Boy, I feel good. I feel like a calorie burning machine. You hear me? I'm gonna have abs in a minute. I'm gonna bloviate some abs in a minute, boy. I'm talking about man. But anywho, y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day. I'll be back, but because I got a couple more videos to talk about, but I just got to go in here and play with these settings because I think we could turn on the monetization on this channel. But I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone. Y'all have a beautiful day.